So
Oh,
I'm sort of doing this, but how come?
And we are live.
and
Hello.
it could be different too, because ASL is American Sign Language. So in French, it could be entirely different. So I learned that because I used to watch a Japanese show where the main character was deaf, and the thing she was signing, I'm like, that's not what that is. And that's when I was like, oh my god, it's different.
Oh my God,
'Cause
I'm
I'm dumb.
American.
Oh my god, I'm blonde. Because I was like in high school when this happened. I was just like, that's not sign language. They're just making shit up. And they're like, it's Japanese sign language. I'm like, oh, right. American sign language. Duh. I wasn't the brightest marble in the tool shed. So, you know,
Good job.
yeah. Good job.
So how are all of you?
Confused.
Better.
Yeah, Siva, I'm not gonna lie. I was working and I saw you jump into like the call channel at like 5 in the afternoon, and
He's
I
been the
thought
channel for almost 3 hours.
I thought that I had like inadvertently started doing overtime. And I'm like, wait, am I supposed to? No, it's fine. Oh, okay.
The worst of it was I was out for supper and I was panic stricken that I was not going to get home in time.
Well, then Raven's like, oh, remember daylight savings time. I'm like, even then, she's over an hour. I'm like,
Well,
that's still too early.
At one point, I walked to that end of the house and it's
Better
like,
early than late.
you need to get online. I'm looking at the clock going, for why?
Like, it's 6 o'clock.
It's like, what drugs are you on and you're not sharing? What
I have
the
another
hell?
hour to kill arcs. I so
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been playing multiple scenarios out in my head in regards to today's session, just because of what was the plan was announced last time we were together.
Oh my.
Yeah. Congratulations. You made your DM think in advance.
That's not good.
You're all
That's
gonna
horrible.
be punished for that.
All right, guys, we're not blowing up the building. That way he thought all that for nothing.
Brain.
No fireballs. Anybody. None.
Right?
Only fireball.
We're
But
burning the whole town down. Got it.
yeah. So the last time that we were together, the crew decided that there were a couple things they wanted to do in town before they went and looked into possibly procuring some dinosaur mounts from Crazy Terry.
Yes.
You figured that getting the dinosaurs would probably be a thing to do last on the list before you left town to go investigate like the beach area. Maybe get into a bit of scavenging and whatnot after you were given information as to the waters around this area being very almost polluted with the scrap and lost treasures from sunken ships in the reef area that you are in. But you stopped by a shop. For all intents and purposes, you thought, a little knick-knack shop to where you could pick up a couple items. But it seemed to have a surplus of a lot of things that you came to understand that everything that was sold was at one point or another procured from one of these scavenging runs. Each of you had a small, almost Gearforged kobold assistant leading you around the shop, answering any questions you may have and helping you locate items of interest. Everyone happily, or seemingly happily enough, purchased what they needed. Grim, in his during his shopping event, even secured purchase of a cannon that he thought that he had the idea of loading it up inside the little pocket space that his coffin carries now.
Correct.
Though the curiosity got the best of Grim, seeing these mechanical kobolds walking around, that he used his divine sense, and to his surprise actually felt some sort of undead collective energy beneath his feet into what he can only believe was the basement of the shop. He asked the shop owner if he could get access to the basement and was, promptly denied, of course. So, pulling Jinx aside, not Jinx, I'm sorry, pulling Niall aside, you made a plan to come back later tonight when you were to acquire the cannon, and you were going to possibly blow a hole in the floor with it to get into the basement to see where that undead stuff is coming from. And we're going to pick up about...
I think, from what I remember, it wasn't just an undead sense. You also told me I felt something celestial. That was attuned to my specific...
it was...
Specific,
you felt a
deity or
collective...
whatever.
Yeah, you felt a collective of celestial and undead energies coming from the floor beneath you.
Yep.
And we're going to pick up just a moment after you mutter this plan to Niall. Still in the middle of the shop, everyone getting their, or stowing away their purchased goods. Do you say any more to Niall, Grim?
Not in the shop, obviously. It's more something I would have talked about when we're out of the shop, if that makes sense.
Okay, so as you're walking out, you're going to be like giving her more information as to what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's probably the most verbose you would have seen Grim in a very long time when he tells you that he's felt, in his gruff dwarven voice, mumbling through the beard as he's basically telling you that he felt something under the floorboards of the shop, that it's calling to him, that he can feel it no matter where he's walking in the city, and it's driving him nuts. It's like an itch he can't scratch.
Did Zoro step away for a moment?
Possibly. I know Child might be going down around this time.
Are you bringing anybody else into the loop as everyone begins to exit out of the shop?
I mean, yeah, we're not the type to hide things from the group, but it's probably something that we would, again, discuss maybe, at a place where we're not going to be eavesdropped on by random passerbys and whatnot. So, again, it would probably be more I would express to the group that I have something very important to have to talk to them about whenever we got a minute alone.
Okay.
Save the actual
and
verbalization of what it is for later. Sorry, go ahead.
And as you bring this to their attention, do you guys go to find an area to have this conversation, or are you making your way to your next destination?
I think if it seems like something that's pressing or quite important to Grim, then yeah, we'd find a secluded place to talk about it.
Something you've noticed about this town is they don't really seem to be morning people, or those that are up with the sun have already set out to their duties, or maybe even to scavenging runs, as the walkway that you are on is all but abandoned except for your group.
Could I just do a quick perception of the area just to make sure there isn't anybody or anything that could be listening?
Definitely can.
Uh, 15.
15? You quickly scan the area, and aside from Marble walking out of the tavern, seeming like shaking off one of the rugs, just shaking it out before bringing it back in. You don't see anybody else around you that's in possible earshot of your conversation.
I think we have a bit of privacy right now if you wanted to talk about it, Grim.
Well, I felt it under the floorboards in the store.
Under the floorboard, like in a basement of some. How does this place have a basement exactly?
He
Maybe
shakes his head like,
inside
I
the
have no
tree?
idea. Possibly, I don't know. It was under the store.
Do you think it's something dangerous?
You see him take a deep breath, and all he says is, "It makes me sick to my stomach."
Oh. Well, that sounds serious.
Undead. Sick to my stomach. Lots and lots of it, mixed in with celestial energies. I don't know what it is, but it rubs me the wrong way.
Oh, Celestials? Yeah, Dad always said that they rubbed him the wrong way, too.
Like I said, mixed with undead. These two things don't usually fit together.
So we're out of the shop, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we're down on the ground now, or we're still up in the tree?
You're still up in like the tree canopies.
Okay.
Like
So if I turn around and look back at that shop sitting in the tree, what do I actually see? Do I see that the shop is discreet in the tree? Or is it possible that the tree itself could go up and the building is kind of nestled in the tree but could go down like into the trunk or the roots kind of? If I'm making any sense.
You know from where you are at in the tree itself that you're pretty far from the roots. If anyone were to fall off of this off of like the walkways or off of the bridges, they probably have like a good 30-40 foot drop to the floor. And when Grim mentions a basement, the only thing that could pop into your mind is maybe they built something underneath the walkway that still like connects onto the tree to hold it in place.
Oh,
But Alora, go ahead and give me a history check.
Alora is not the brightest bulb when it comes to knowing about these trees, despite being a druid. That's only a 6.
A 6. Try as you might. You try to remember if you noticed anything underneath the walkways when you first arrived, but probably to the guilt that you were still feeling at that time from leaving those people with the hag, you don't necessarily recall the underside structure of this town.
Okay. But now I have my stick boots.
You have your what?
My boots.
You do have your boots.
And I don't know, we didn't give them a name. We had the crazy glue boots that I didn't pick. And then it says white silk boots, so we didn't actually give the boots a name. Is there a name for them?
Yes, it's the Orb Weaver's Grace.
Okay, so Orb Weaver's Grace?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have my Orb Weaver's Grace boots on.
You do?
Alrighty, and I'm feeling kind of curious. So, I'm going to say, Grim, I have an idea. Just a minute. And I am going to go back, and I am going to do the spider thing and get underneath, see if I can discern what the actual structure is that building.
Okay. And you all see Alora walk to the edge of this of the walkway that you're on, and as she activates the Orb Weaver's Grace, her body takes more of that like white and red Orb Weaver looking color. The little extra arms and spindles appear out as she just crawls up. She crawls down and underneath the walkway. And while you're down there, Alora, you don't see anything that would necessarily be a basement. There's like no underside attachment. There's nothing coming out from underneath the walkway itself. For all intents and purposes, the way that you look at it, this shop should only have the one floor.
But it's sitting on the tree trunk.
No, it's not sitting on the tree trunk. It's up. You guys are up like 30, 40 feet in the air, and it's built onto the tree itself.
So it's just built onto the branches. So there's like branches supporting it.
No, it's more of like the main part of the tree, not the trunk, but just like the main part of the tree itself.
Okay, if you're saying it's not sitting on the trunk, but it's not sitting on the branches, so I'm not kind of following where. I'm not getting a mental picture of this.
Okay, so you're correct. The main part of the tree is called the trunk. I don't go outside. So yes, it is on the it is attached to the trunk.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I am going to go back up,
I had to Google
and
that.
I am going. And here's the biologist going, "Oh my God." Anyway, I'm going to go back up, and I am going to share that information with the group once I, unspider myself.
And you come back and you deactivate the boots and turn back into Alora.
So there's no basement.
I didn't say that. There's not a conventional basement.
Siva, you are a little low right now.
Oh, I didn't say there wasn't a basement, but it's not a conventional basement. We don't like it. It's sitting on the trunk, and the tree is alive because we can see the leaves. But it could be that the trunk is hollow, and that could be the basement that
So
Grim is talking about.
tree itself could be full of undead celestials.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought.
I think that warrants some investigation. Yeah.
Grim
But-
kind of looks at Alora and goes, "I know what I felt."
Okay, I'm not arguing any of that, and that's very possible, but just consider, when we try to get into that area, what the consequences might like. Let's just say if we dropped a cannonball on a tree, a normal tree, what that would do, and
Blow a
would we
hole
be
in it.
happy with that result? It wouldn't be kind of the same as you drop a cannonball on the floor of a building and the basement is in the ground. The basement here not be.
Grim kind of like looks at you blank, like, "I know, I'm blowing a hole through that thing."
Okay, but if you blow apart the whole tree trunk, what is?
Siva, you're like cutting out like at the end of your sentences.
Oh no. Okay, so but if we blow apart the whole tree trunk, what might that do? Would it allow these things to be free? We need to be sure we can keep them contained. I'm just asking these things.
If it's an abomination, it needs to be destroyed.
If there
I don't
is,
disagree. I just don't want it to get away.
well, if there is like a basement or a cavity or something in this tree where this feeling is coming from, plan A could maybe be find a discreet way in, and failing that, we turn to the cannons.
Well, I have to pick up the cannon tonight regardless, but
Oh, true. Yes.
I mean, we could ask Neil. Maybe we can start with a smaller bomb rather than a full-blown cannonball.
Or launch a bomb out of the cannon.
Grim nods and says quite simply, I'd prefer Nile blow it up anyway.
Are you
Maybe
just
start
upset because there's undead?
Weird.
Like, are we
undead.
doing this every time there's undead? Just every time? Every time?
Yeah, but these ones
He-
are
he
also
kinda-
celestials.
He kind of looks at her and he says, "Undead celestial? Yes."
We know they're undead celestials.
I know.
I know. Me having a light bulb moment. But we just go in
Yes.
guns a-blazing. I know that's my forte, but I mean, if all of a sudden someone walks down the road and you get an undead blip, we just gotta destroy them. I mean, I like your thinking, but
He looks at Nile, and you can see that this means a lot to him, and he just nods and he goes, "Yes, please."
you got a grudge against corpses. Who
He
hurt
shakes his
you?
head. He
What
shakes his
happened to the
head.
graveyard?
He shakes his head when you say you have a grudge against corpses. He says, "No, not corpses. Chain souls."
Well, I haven't heard of that drug, but that sounds interesting. Okay. Again, do we want to take a little peeksy-weeksy inside and see what's going on, or are we just gonna go and blast in?
When you say that, he just says, "Yes."
Just blinks a few times, and she's like, just starts petting your beard. She's like, beard, shh, shh, shh. I need actual thoughts coming out of this lustrous beardness. Okay?
I think we do actually have time to, come up with a plan if we want to, because we don't want to do this until after you get your cannon, right? Which is
Yes.
going to be tonight.
Yes.
And my stuff that I totally know I have.
Also, by the way, when you pat the beard, you hear purring coming from the beard, but yes.
Why am I getting like Furby sounds every time you say that?
Not quite.
No, that's only if the beard is cursed. Is it a Furby?
Right.
Mhm. Okay, so is the plan to like figure out what's downstairs or
Yes.
just grab, bam, and go? Cause I shop, I'm not gonna lie. It's got cool stuff.
Figure it out.
I mean, half
If
of you were sitting on the floor having a book club talk thing.
They had really
Nerd
nice
stuff.
paper.
I mean, yeah.
I think the larger concern is souls of undead or celestials or both being kept and chained up for who knows what reason.
Do we know they're chained up though?
Metaphorically speaking.
Well,
Well,
why don't we put that at the top of the priority list for investigating when we come back tonight?
Okay, I was about to say make that number 2 priority, but then you said investigating, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because my priority 1 right now is a dinosaur.
Right, yeah. I mean, that's still on the list for during the
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm offending my friend if I get a dinosaur as a pet, but it just makes it funny.
Which friend?
I have a friend dinosaur.
Oh, cool.
He's actually my partner. Not like
I don't
that.
judge.
That was like 5 times, whatever. But, you know, like, brain partner.
What's a brain partner?
Thinks like me, does stuff on the let's build stuff together because we have great ideas and, you know, 2 big brains, let's work together.
Oh,
Like that.
on this plane, we just call that a friend.
We'll go with that. Yeah. Yeah.
Friend's dinosaur?
Yeah, you do know that there's like dino people here, right? I mean, we just met one.
That was a kobold.
Oh,
No, it wasn't one of the dinosaurs.
Yeah, Thunder. Thunder was
yeah,
one
Thunder
of
was
the
a
dino people.
dinosaur.
Oh, you mean before
Yeah.
we got to
Yeah.
this town? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I'm with you.
Yes.
I'm with you now. Sorry.
I was like, guys, we've met them before. At least one. I'm not crazy about this. Yeah, no. He's he is a really good craftsman because dinosaurs can be smart. Crazy. But, you know. So I think, it would be so ironic if I got the same dinosaur that's his species. And I'll just be like, bow to me. But it'd be really weird to ride one. It'd be like riding an ostrich. I don't know.
I mean, it sounds
I'll
like
think
you've
on
done
it.
it before, so.
Yeah, but that was different. We weren't like going cross country. Just cross the rooms.
but isn't
Shorter
a
distances.
dinosaur different than a dinosaur people person?
Sure. You can't
I don't
talk.
know. When you shape change into a wolf, are you different than like a normal wolf?
Yes.
Or are you still a wolf?
No.
So you're not a wolf when you shape change into a wolf.
I'm a different kind of wolf.
But you're still a wolf.
But I'm still me.
But also a wolf.
The difference is dino folk can use their thumbs. And other things, but that's, I don't kiss and tell. And they talk. Like, people speak. Not like,
I think regular dinosaurs can talk too. We don't understand them. That's
I
all.
said not rah, 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 rah. You didn't let me finish. Chairman.
Well, I think
I said rah, rah, rah.
that's just a matter of perspective.
I have to ask, are you having this conversation as you're on your way to the dino pen? Or are you just standing
Probably.
outside the shop
Probably,
just
yeah.
arguing about dinosaurs?
Rah, 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 rah.
Okay.
Arg, arg.
And you make your way down onto across another bridge and down a walkway to the ground floor where the Dino Pen and the Scrappers Guild are located. And you come to a very ramshackle looking establishment. A lot of like scrap metal like fencing and what around, and a sign that's been like just very hastily painted that says Crazy Terry's Dino Sales. Crazy is spelt with a K.
Naturally.
Damn it, Cannonball started a side business.
As
Ow.
you approach it, you can see that there's like an open viewing area where there are a couple raptors walking around. They've got muzzles on. They looks like It looks like what they've put on their claws is like the equivalent of pool noodles that, like, when you put them on a goat's horns if they've been headbutting each other too much. Just safe, just like
Immediately pulled out a notepad.
yeah, overly safetied up here, and a very ragged looking individual. You can see that he's got like cuts and scars like all over his face and his arms. He's missing 2 fingers on his right hand. He's kind of like walks over, like holding like his hair. You could tell it's obviously like a very poorly put together wig. Ah, new people? You here just to gawk, or you here to buy?
Both, I think.
I was just Charon.
Yes.
Yes.
Gawking and buying. Okay, well, if you're gonna gawk, there's a 5 gold charge. If you're buying, let's step inside. We could start talking about pricing.
Oh, wait, that's my friend right there. That's great. I am making a note about the poo noodles, because that might be funny to do with him next time.
Your friend's
Also, I didn't think of
your
that.
friend's a raptor.
Mhm.
Yeah, why not? Like,
Brain fart.
If we don't gawk at them first, how do we know which kind what we want?
Oh, here's the thing. These raptors are kind of like dogs. Well, maybe more like cats. You don't choose them, they choose you. I'll go through the whole process once we're inside, but it's a lot of trial and error on our parts. No
Ain't that
danger,
the truth?
no danger to all of you. Just let's go inside. We'll talk. See,
Okay, yeah,
he takes you into pretty much what a quote unquote showroom where he's got like very poorly put together like metallic scrap metal raptors just like stationed around the floor with like what looks like shaggy banners and stuff that he probably got out of a scrap heap. He comes over to a desk and he sits down. He's like, okay, gotta know how many of you are buying dinos?
Yes.
7.
I think you mean 6.
Did we pick up an extra one somewhere?
No, how dare you? You don't think shrapnel doesn't deserve one?
What's a shrapnel?
Meat.
Little dragon
Just comes
pops
out.
little
The
dragon
dragon.
pops out from like your like the hood and just goes meat. I'm sorry, dragons can't ride raptors.
Not with that attitude.
That is Dragonist.
No, it's not dragonist. Both dragons and raptors can be very territorial. One riding the
It's just a
other
little
is just
baby
gonna be a
girl.
fight.
You
So-
would be the dom, totally.
6 of them. All right. So here's the price points. Each raptor is normally about 200 gold. Though you're buying 6 of them, I can give you a friends of the store discount and knock it down to about 150 a person.
Are raptors all you have?
Raptors are all I am licensed to sell. Yes.
He heard our
You're
talks of
licensed
which
to sell.
I
dinosaur
like
we
that
want. He's
answer.
like, fuck you guys. It's velociraptors or nothing.
I'm not
Right.
giving you the G.I. Joe battle tank. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
no,
damn
no.
it.
No. He didn't say raptors were all he had.
What all
He
he's
just said
licensed to
raptors
sell.
were all he's licensed to sell.
My question is, so what are you not licensed to sell?
Anything that ain't a raptor.
Do you know where we can find things that aren't raptors?
Yeah, if you want to go trudging about the jungles, then you're probably gonna find something.
Nice.
I think the stealth T-Rex is still out there.
Also nice.
Oh yeah, they are.
He goes, okay. Have to warn you before you start getting anything in your mind. The dinos I raise here are mounts. They're like horses. not bred for combat. Don't go thinking you're going to be able to ride these things in a glorious combat and have the dinos do all the work for you. Isn't going to work like that. In a situation where they're cornered, yeah, they'll defend themselves, but they're not going to act as your trusty minions if that's what you're looking for. Just a means of easily getting around the woods here.
Oh, that's fair.
Now, one thing I do require is that each of you give me some form of article or clothing. Something with your scent on it. We then give these to the raptors, and the raptors identify you by the scent. If we get a positive reaction, then we found a match.
Grim drops the coffin right in front of the guy's foot.
I said an article of clothing.
He nods. I wear it all the time.
He wears it like a robe.
I think he's thinking something more like this.
Yeah, is he
Take
kind of
out
like
the
pulls
scarf
on
she
his
was
shirt?
wearing.
He pulls on his shirt. He's like, clothing.
He looks back at him. I wear this all the time as he jangles the chain of the coffin.
Oh, why do I always get the crazy
I'm
ones
sorry.
in here?
I'm sorry, Rojan. I am so sorry.
Look, can one of you explain to him what the difference between a coffin and a shirt is?
Something made of cloth is what he's after.
Cloth.
He looks at what he's wearing. Here's the thing. All of my armor is leather. He's not wearing any cloth.
Surely you've got like an undershirt or something. You don't just put like raw leather on. That would be chafing all the time.
He looks back at you deadpan.
I don't know. According to your art, that's a lot of fucking leather. I'm just saying.
Right?
Yes.
Cloak.
I could give him the
You could
cloak
give
or
him
the,
your
the
cloak,
furry
yeah.
pauldrons. Yeah, or the
Yeah.
furry pauldrons or something. That works. We'll do that.
Like, look, I'm not asking for anything expensive or anything like that. Just something you've worn in the past couple days.
Actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna rummage through our bag, pull out a small knife, and we're gonna cut a very small piece of the beard that will tie in with like a little strap, and we'll give it to the guy.
Okay, go on and
Would
take
that
one.
work?
Go ahead and take 1 point of damage.
Of course. Done.
He takes the little clump of hair. Is like, yeah, I guess. Now,
I just give him the scarf I was wearing when it was still cold out.
as he looks at the rest of you, he's like, as long as you got clothing, I don't care. Now, there's no guarantee that you're going to find a dinosaur here that likes you. I mean, not everybody's a friend of the dinos. But try my best. You don't have to put any cash forward yet. I do this service free of charge. If I find you a dino at that point in time, that's when the money exchanges hands. Any questions?
Alora's going to rummage around in her bag, and she's got a set of traveler's clothes, so she's gonna, hopefully she's got the a pair of gloves.
Yeah.
And she's gonna pull those out and offer those.
Okay.
Here, this would have my scent on, and it would be what I would be most likely touching the raptor. Will this work?
Anything with your scent on it that's clothing or be a beard, apparently. But
Do I get them back?
oh yes, you'll get them back.
Okay, sure. Here you go then.
Yeah, this ain't something that I'm gonna keep for myself. I don't need them. Anyone got any questions before I start the process?
If
What happens if a raptor decides to destroy the piece of clothing?
At that point in time, I will reimburse you for whatever is lost.
Beard is
I-
priceless.
I do have a question. So I normally live on a boat. And I don't know how well they would do on a boat. When this adventure, let's say, we're on, is over, if the raptor's still in good condition, do you buy them back?
Depends on the condition of the raptor and what you consider to be good condition. Yes, I can buy them back. It's very hard to sell a used raptor. Now, you could take a raptor on a boat. Just don't get it in the ocean.
My concern is less the raptor on the boat and more the captain of the boat not wanting the raptor on the boat, you know?
Yeah, I could see how that's a problem.
But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Or burn it down.
Or that.
Any other questions?
Grim shakes his head no.
What do you have, Callista?
Muted.
I just
No
have my
voice.
cloak rolled up in my hand. You said cloak? Cloak is easy.
And what is Nile giving?
Raven's face palming because he already knows my plan. Well,
Do it.
anyone who's seen her art knows that she's not really wearing much to begin with. So she's gonna do a ye old trick, where she's gonna be like, all right, she's gonna fiddle for a moment, then pull out a bra and be like, all right.
That works. Not the first one to do this.
Darn, I was hoping to show you something new. I'd do something else, but this'll do.
All right. Give me the rest of the day. Come back in the morning. I either will have your raptors or, unfortunately, none of them like you.
What do I do? I'm going braless all day.
Look,
Oh,
that
no.
ain't my problem, lady.
Oh, I'm thinking what I can do. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
you're fine. You yeah.
Dealer's choice. Do whatever you need.
So I guess we'll come back in the morning then.
Now the question is, do I name my raptor after my friend?
Or your bra?
That would be funny. Or my bra. I'll have to think on it. I have the day. Now, weren't we going to... If I remember correctly, a lot has happened in the last, 2 hours. Weren't we gonna go by the shore and investigate the shipwreck or whatever, where you got your little bottle from the ship?
I wanted to stop by the Scavers Guild and
That was
talk to them about their thievery.
It's a sunken ship.
Well, my concern is less what they took from the ship and more how the ship sunk. That's kind of what I want to talk to them about.
Is this auntie's or daddy's ship?
That's what we'll find out.
Oh, okay.
If it was
Does,
military, then it would be Auntie's ship. If it was shipping company, then Dad's ship.
Would you be upset more if it was one or the other? Actually, genuinely curious about this.
I don't know if upset is the right word. I would feel more obligated to do something about it if it was Dad's ship.
Are you a daddy's girl? Again, legit question. I'm actually curious. Are you a daddy's girl? Or more like you want to impress daddy?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I will do anything to impress him. That's why I'm here right
Really?
now, is because he wanted me to, like, kind of semi-follow in his footsteps.
Oh. So you guys have a good relationship. You're just kind of taking that a step further.
What do you mean by good relationship?
Like, you talk, you have some interest, maybe you've tossed the ball around a few times, and then it got to the point where you're like, you know what? I'm gonna show my dad that I can do this too. Maybe even better. Who knows? Or is it more of like, hey dad, hello daughter, and then he locks himself in his office and just kind of stays there, and you kind of peek through the little ajar door for a moment, hoping he would notice you, and he does it, and you said, that's it, I'm running away from home, and you're gonna notice me this time.
It's more the second one, but without the running away part.
Oh.
Like, so we do talk sometimes. Like, he'll, when he wants company, he will open his dreams to me, which might sound a little weird, but he does a lot of business in his dreams because it's like super private. You don't get people eavesdropping,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. So
That's
he
fair.
also keeps a lot of his, work stuff in that same like dream realm, if you want to call it that. And he doesn't explicitly come to me and be like, hey, Sharon, come spend time with me in my dreams. It's more like, I feel I can go in there and just kind of like exist in the same space as him without us
Oh.
really like talking to each other. Like, I'm
So you
sitting
share
in
the
the
same
room
space, but not
while
the same
he's at his desk.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I wanted to stay on the boat. I didn't really want to go anywhere. I wanted to stay with him and
Mm-hmm.
just do that. But he wanted me to go out and experience the world, and he told me
Like a
that
tough love.
I didn't have a choice in the matter. That I was going to be going out into the world, but if I didn't make a fuss about it, I would get to choose where he dropped me off.
Oh.
So I said
Interesting.
the Tricorn. He wasn't too happy about that, but he did already say, you get to choose. So here I am.
Yeah. Well, good news is he's at least able to honor that. And it sounds like you have a decent enough relationship.
Yeah, I think
Decent?
that he knows that I just want to help him. He just doesn't like people helping him. So it's complicated sometimes, but I think it's a good relationship.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, obviously it's still a young journey, so, we'll see where this goes. But hey, Velociraptor Mount, pretty good start.
I'd say so. So
Also, out of character, that hit me IRL because of experiences. But anyway, I was like, oh. All right, well, then let's go investigate and see if it's aunties or daddies.
Yeah, the Scaver's Field is like just over there somewhere.
Yep,
isn't it?
right
It's
as you
on the-
walk out of the dino pen, right across the way, you see just this very scrap heap, ramshackle looking building, just made out of scrap iron. With a lot of people coming and going, people pulling large like carts of scrap and salvage up from the road that leads out towards the beach. And it's wide open and it's definitely buzzing with business at the moment.
So we just stride right in, assuming it's open to the public.
Yep. As you walk in, there's like a very mechanical like whistle that catches your attention, as this very not overly rusted. It looks like somebody's done as much as they can sanding the rust away from its body. But a portion of a gear forged sits atop of stool, just like the upper half of the body. And he's sort of like hardwired into the stool that the body is on. Oh, I'm sorry. Little malfunction there. Yes, you don't appear to be anybody in my record. Are you scavers?
No,
Not
we're
here.
just passing through.
Just passing through. This is a weird spot to pass through for.
Well, we were actually directed over here after being served a curious bottle of wine.
Curious bottle of wine.
Indeed. One that we were told was scavenged by some of your guild members.
Bottles of wine are not uncommon in our daily activities.
This particular bottle was a very fancy vintage. But what made it stand out was that it had a faded seal on it from the Rivaan Trading Company. So I was curious about how the bottle was acquired and was directed here to ask you.
Before we continue, miss, are you a representative or officer of the Rivaan Trading Company?
Oh goodness, no.
Very good. Then we can skip the legal conversation about maritime salvage laws, and we can get right down into the information that you need. As he like looks down, and we can like flip through a very large logbook that seems to just have been adjusted and having pages added into it as time went by. And he quickly scans through it. Here we go. Just last week, we one of our salvagers brought in a small crate of very old, I couldn't get the date itself, but old wine from a crashed Rivaan ship just outside of town, in the Dreadmoss Straits.
Dreadmoss Strait. A crashed ship, you say?
Well, sunken and crashed, if you catch my meaning.
Did the scavengers have any hypothesis as to how or why the ship ended up there?
We don't tend to ask how or why. Just how are we going to get inside?
Did they have at least an estimation on how long the ship had been there?
I wouldn't know. You would have to speak to them on that. The only thing that I keep records of is the cargo that was brought back.
Do you have this particular scavenger's name that you could maybe pass along to me?
See, like he slowly closes the book. He's like, I do have the names of each of the team leaders associated with the scavenging team, but I'm afraid that is guild information. Is there a reason why you are specifically asking about this ship?
Well, this particular bottle of wine, as far as my understanding goes, is very expensive vintage and would take a very skilled scavenger to acquire. And I am looking to hire the services of a very skilled scavenger.
I see. Well, then you are talking to the right person. What exactly are you looking to set up a scavenging or salvage operation?
Well, that's more of a private matter, I'm afraid. which is why I was hoping to meet with the scavenger personally.
Well, the way that operations work here is if somebody wishes to hire a scavenging team for an expedition, they speak to me. And then after I assess the importance and value of the intended loot or score, I assign a team according to that.
Well, I'm afraid I'm not willing to divulge what exactly it is that I am after, but for the sake of the way things are done here, I will divulge that it is a very ancient magical artifact.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
I think this one might actually be a deception. She's lying out her ass.
Okay, perception or deception. Up to you.
21.
Ah,
I knew a charisma class was good at charisma things.
who'd have thunk it? Ah, I see. And he kind of just like touches like where a nose would be. It's one of those, it's bad if it gets out to the public type things.
Right.
Say no more. We've come across these a couple times. And where exactly were you looking to take this scavenging team? Is this a sea expedition or land? We do have specialists for both.
Would be a sea expedition, which is why I was asking about the ship, because I am
Yes.
particularly interested in the specific scavengers that acquired that wine.
I see. And is this item in particular, is this more a weapon or is this more of like a curio?
It kind of falls into whatever category the holder of the item wants to put it in. That sort of magic.
Ooh, interesting. Yes. Well, you are in luck. There is a team that I could put in your care. A couple that does have skill with curing specific magical artifacts. I'd have to warn you, they do not come cheap. So you can negotiate the price with the leader of this expedition once you've met them.
Is this particular team the same one that acquired the wine from the Rivaan ship?
A couple of them are. This is the team that required the wine from the Rivaan ship is part of a small collective of scavengers. They tend to swap members in and out of their teams to fit the job.
I see. I understand. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm definitely interested in meeting them. If they're not here right now, I am just staying over at the canopy and we'll be there probably for a few more days.
Sorry, I was writing something down in my notebook. Very well. I'll make sure to send the leader of the expedition team to the canopy.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Who should he ask for?
Oh, they can ask for Sharon.
Sharon. Very well. You'll be looking for an individual. You'll be trying to hear from an individual known as Blackjack Riggs.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. You've been very helpful.
That is my duty. Is he kind of like motions to like his body in the stool. I'm not going anywhere.
That's right. I see that.
Do you see that he begins to write something in the logbook?
Well, I think that concludes my business here for the time being. Unless there's anything anyone else would like to do while we're here.
Just out of my own curiosity, were any of you thinking of partaking in a bit of scavenging or the exploration of crashed and sunken ships? He points over the Nile. Very well. Then you are in the right place. Because this is an official guild, we require even freelancers to register with us so we can give them the proper badge to signify that you are not pirates, you are not thieves, and you are not to be shot on sight by other scavenging teams.
And a little pirate?
Pirates do not do well here, miss. As he flips to another page in the notebook and he spins it around. It's like, all I need is a signature and a little blood stamp from your thumb.
Why the blood?
It's how we do things, ma'am.
She gets real close to him. You're not one of them Fey types, are you?
As he clunks on his face and there's just a metal thud. No, ma'am, I am pure metal.
That hasn't stopped people before.
I am
Is
not.
this like a competition or something?
No, this is just simply so we know who is lawful and who needs to be shot on sight.
When you say lawful,
Legal scavenging.
elaborate.
Legal scavenging.
Oh.
Meaning if you go out there and you discover another crate of aged fine wines, the scavenge is yours to do as you wish. Because you are a legal scavenger. Now, if you tried to skirt around the rules that we have set up and you were caught, your salvage would be taken away from you and you would likely either be shot or hanged.
Don't tempt me with a good time.
I was about to say, God
man.
damn it.
Well,
There's no charge to it. It's just to make sure that everybody here is playing on the same rules.
so is the rules like that one rule? Like, you find what you keep what you find.
Yes.
Don't get caught.
Well, you're not going to have to worry about getting caught, as everything out there is perfectly legal to salvage.
You don't work with the bitch queen, do you? Sorry, Sean.
I have no recollection of a bitch queen.
Chickadee that's like in charge of the whole Tricorn, whatever.
Oh, the Queen Admiral.
Eh. You don't
Well-
work with her?
We are not in direct affiliation with her, but she is aware of our practices and doesn't give us any trouble as long as we keep within the rules. The rules being we are not allowed to sink ships ourselves for profit.
I'm gonna have to think on it.
Well, very well. If you are ready to join the ranks, my logbook will be here. We are open at all hours of the day.
Okay. Takes her snacks, feeds it to Shrapnel, and just kind of walks away. She's like, you can see the confliction in her face of like,
I don't want to
but I get
follow the
stuff.
rules.
Fuck rules, but I get stuff. Morals, me? Yes.
Is there anything else that anyone wanted to do while we were here at the guild?
Cool stuff. You're a thief. What about you?
Wow, way to stereotype rogues.
Yeah, you steal stuff, right?
You steal stuff, right?
That's not usually.
Disappointment. All right.
I think she's more the
Fine.
killing kind, not the stealing kind.
Which I love because I vibe with that energy. I've also seen what she can do with doors. And I stereotyped. I am sorry.
The doors were a mean to an end.
As I said,
I open it.
We are open all hours of the day, so if you change your mind, I will be here.
I think for now we will be on our way.
Very well. I hope the rest of your day is safe and you all remain in one piece while here in the jungles.
You as well, and thank you again.
As you say that, he kind of like looks at himself, knowing he's not in one piece.
Awkward.
Remain within your current peace.
I don't know if that's any better or worse.
I'm just gonna go.
I hope you just remain strapped to that stool for all time.
You know, maybe somebody
I
will
hope you
get
don't
you
get a
some
new
wheels
part.
for your birthday. Head out, and as soon as we're like 10, 15 paces away from this place, that happy, smiley demeanor that Sharon had immediately drops, and she like furrows her brow and wrinkles her nose and looks real angry. Just starts muttering to herself, like, how dare he try and quote maritime law to me? The trading company is maritime law.
I am
Leave
the
my
law.
hand and sink his ships. That bastard.
Niall will get a little close and just kind of tease her and go, "It's because I called your aunt a bitch."
No, it was him.
Oh.
It's all these scavengers. Think they're above the rest of us.
Yeah, but what is us? And she just kind of gestures to the rest of the group. She's like, let's be honest. What is us?
Oh, when I say us, I mean the trading company. And when I say the trading company, I mean Dad.
I see what we are. All right. There is no us.
We're just hired hands.
There is hired. I'm not paying you. No, there
Just
is
you
an
ain't
us,
paying me.
but it's a different type of us. We're friends, right?
You think of me as a friend, even after all of this?
Of course. We've killed people together. We're friends.
You see an actual genuine smile on her face, and she's like, okay.
Are you accomplices or friends?
Brain buddy? Friend?
Listen, we all turned that man into a tree together. We're friends.
Ain't that the truth?
You did.
A little bit of time to kill. Do we want to, like, go grab some lunch? Do we want to go blow something up? Do we want to go diving?
Yes.
I mean, diving kind of
I'm
sounds
not
fun.
terribly sure blowing something up is a middle of the afternoon activity.
Says
Yes.
you. How do you target practice? Or blow off steam? Or live? She's like, speak for yourself. Oh my gosh. Beach day? Beach day?
That sounds nice.
So you make your way to the beach?
Why not? We got
Yeah, I
time to
think
kill.
so. Unless anyone objects. I
So,
don't think there's
the
anything else
the
we
beach
need to do
itself
in town.
isn't too far away. It's about a 2-mile walk from where you're at. Though the road itself is very well traveled here. You can see just like it's not a paved road or a formed road, but it's just been naturally formed over time with scavenging teams and fishermen and whatnot walking this trail back and forth for years. And because of that, it's relatively safe. As long as you keep on the road. You make your way out into just a very beautiful white sand beach. Though one thing that catches your eye is the abundance of these massive crabs walking along like the shallow shoreline. Very heavily armored bodies and large pincers. Charon, you know these as hull crackers. Normally okay as long as you don't get too close or, you know, threaten their territory. Though you upset one, it's going to be painful.
But is their meat worth it?
Given who you are and where you were raised, you do know that the meat of a hull cracker crab is, how to say, it's exquisite.
Look, we get a
In
beach
Alaska,
day
this is full of
and
king.
some lunch.
Ooh! She slowly pulls up a bomb. Who's the target?
Well, there's a lot of them.
Crab for dinner? Lunch?
You might want to try and, like, single one out before engaging.
As all of you are standing there, just like looking at these crabs, a small team of kobolds walks by, just like dragging one of these crabs that have already been like cut down and like the meat pulled out, and like just various parts of the shell sort of just laid out on the cart as they walk by.
Oh, they going. Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, what's up?
You looking to sell some of that?
Oh, that's what we do. We are expert fishers and crab catchers.
Niall comes up behind saying like, I was like, we're gonna kill you for the, oh, we're gonna, yeah, bye. Bye.
Well, we just got here, and it would save us a lot of trouble if we could just buy some of that from you instead of trying to hunt our own.
Oh yeah, we are happy to sell here. Usually we sell to people passing by, or, you know, some of the shopkeepers that are looking for a good lunch. Usually all goes to the canopy. But yeah, if you want to first dibs, plenty of meat to go around.
Yeah, I think probably, what do you guys think? A claw and half the body should be enough for all of us?
Oh, that'll be definitely enough for all of you. You seen the amount of
Oh,
meat
no,
one
I've
of
seen
these
her
things
eat.
carries?
Well, we do have a dwarf with an appetite and also a baby dragon that loves meat. So,
Right.
Oh, I was talking to her. She points to Alora. Have you seen that one eat?
And he kind of leaves, he's like, so you looking to buy the whole thing? We're happy to sell the whole thing to you if you want. Tell you
sure,
what, you
for
buy
the
the
right
whole
price.
you buy the whole thing, you get the shell as well.
Ooh,
And let me tell you, these shells, and he kind of walks over and clinks on them, are sturdy.
so what are you asking for the whole thing?
Well, collectively what we got about here, once you gut it open and you take the meat out, you got a good 75 pounds of meat. Thinking 2 gold a pound.
Two gold a pound is a good price if I was buying some of it, but I'm looking to buy all of it. So surely that means I deserve
you're gonna
a better
haggle?
price. Of course.
Okay.
I'm a charisma-based
150 gold, that's not
character.
bad. You are a
Of course
charisma-
I'm gonna haggle.
You are a charisma-based character whose father is like the head of the premier trading company. I think you would feel your father's judgment if you just openly paid market price for anything.
Yep.
Okay. He's like, so how much you thinking?
Well, you were asking what? 2 gold a pound,
2
and
gold a
there's
pound.
about 75.
Yeah,
150.
give or take.
I did the quick math. Sorry.
So let's say 120 for all of it.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion roll.
Okay, that's gonna be decent. Persuasion 19.
19. He's like, can you do 160?
I think that's going in the wrong direction, my friend.
Yeah, 120 is a little too low. I mean,
I think the best I can do is 130. I mean, we're gonna have to pack this back to town once we're done here, so
all right, go
that
ahead
can
and
take a lot of effort.
go ahead and give me another persuasion roll.
Ooh, that is significantly better. 23.
23. Could you do 140? I'm giving this is like the price we tend to sell towards the canopy here.
I could do 140 if you leave us the cart as well, and we'll drop the cart off at the Scavengers Guild when we get back to town.
Yeah, you know what? I can do that.
Done.
Done.
Pull out 140 and hand it over.
Takes the gold and sets it into his bag, and he's just sort of he steps away from the cart, and he's like, all right, boys, we got our pay for this time. Let's go get another one. And you see like the couple of the kobolds behind that were helping push the sled sort of just like give just like a quick salute to you as they all pull out like these little single shot arquebuses, and they just pull it down, and they just start loading it in with just like small like collectives of tiny explosive and nails before locking it back in. They go off charging towards another one.
All right, well, we got some lunch. And the shell is a nice bonus, too.
Sharon, I really wished you'd asked us to deliver it. There's gonna be a lot of push.
Oh no, I got that covered. Don't worry. You just gotta give me like 2 seconds.
Plus, we can eat on the beach now. We don't have to haul it anywhere right away.
That too. So Sharon will kind of step back for a moment and kind of take a stance like she is praying. And as she does, the tattoos on her body and her eyes all like light up in this pale blue color, and these constellations like appear in the air above her, and then they quickly shift and change to a different set of constellations as I use an ability to swap my lunar embodiment for the day to a different phase of the moon, so I have access to different spells, and that will allow me to then take 10 minutes to ritual cast Phantom Steed. And once that is done, a kind of ephemeral, spectral, young white dragon appears, which is the form her Phantom Steed takes, and it kind of positions itself near the cart, and she just hitches the cart to it. There. Now we don't have to pull the cart. We got something for that.
Are you taking your crab meat back to the canopy?
I think we're just going to find a spot on the beach for now, so
Okay.
we can have lunch here, and then we'll take it back to town once we're done having our beach day.
Okay. Who is cooking the crab?
I mean, I could.
Silence. This
I
is
got
when
fire.
we realize nobody knows how to cook.
I was gonna say, does nobody have cooking or cooking tools?
Let me look.
I have fire.
I
That's
think
all
we
I need,
have a
baby.
cook,
Barbecue.
and I also think our cook is missing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
sure.
Snow is your cook.
I'm helping.
What skill would cooking?
Survival.
I'm probably this choice.
I mean,
Actually, no.
if everyone's okay.
Snow is not your cook. I'm looking at Snow's character sheet. Snow is not your cook.
I think she's trying to learn to cook. I don't think she's like
she's trying to
official.
learn to cook. But nobody here has I don't think anybody here has cooking tools.
I could give it a shot.
So you can attempt to give it a shot at disadvantage, or you could take it back to the canopy. That is up to you.
You know, crab's pretty good raw too, just saying.
I mean, we've got enough of it that if we screw it up here, we've still got plenty to take back to the canopy.
That is true.
Okay. So Niall, go ahead and give me that survival check with disadvantage.
So my plan is to start a fire on the beach, like a little bonfire situation, and try to find some sticks or something to like shove this through and do like rotisserie chicken style sort of attempt. Because I mean, with crab meat, you don't want to cook it too long. Okay.
Yeah, there's
Survival,
nothing. There's nothing worse than overcooked crab.
Ugh, that's just rubber.
Yeah, survival at disadvantage.
Hey, you know, I'm gonna use these dice. I'm gonna do dice. Huh? I'll take that. I rolled a 15 and an 18. So 17.
17. That definitely beats the DC to have it palatable. So you take the time, just like going piece by piece, just going over like the little the fire that you have with the little rotisserie spit, and slowly but surely you're able to cook enough of the crab meat for the group.
Lunch is ready.
Smells wonderful.
Meat.
Thank you. Never done crab before.
I think you did a great job.
Oh, thank you. Hopefully it doesn't taste like clown meat, so let's try it. Just gonna go take a
Sorry,
bite.
clown meat? Does clown meat taste different from regular people meat?
A lot more tender.
I'm kind of sad you didn't. I'm kind of sad you say it didn't taste funny.
Waiting
Damn
for
it, missed
somebody.
opportunity.
Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to say it tastes funny.
It's like people meat. Wait, pause.
I would have thought it would have been gamey.
A little bit. It's way better though. This is way better.
Yeah, I've never had clown meat, but I imagine this does taste a lot better.
You can't find it here. Unfortunate.
Can't find clown meat? We do have clowns on this plane.
I'm sorry. Space clouds.
Space.
From space.
How are they different from planetary clowns?
I don't think that's a question you want
you
an answer to.
You eat planetary clowns?
I'm sure somebody does. Not me personally.
Yeah, well, it's much thinner meat too.
So are space clowns like people? Or is this like a weird creature that you just happen to call a space clown? How many legs do they have, usually?
Sometimes two.
Sometimes. Like, usually two, though? Or...
It's the majority I've encountered have two.
Okay, so space clowns are like humanoids, then.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's kind of like a weird, like, haha, got you. Get it, clowns. Because they're cannibals. So we're like, haha, we're gonna eat you first.
Oh, okay, so space clowns eat each other then.
Yeah.
Okay, so not like the clowns we have here. Well,
That's what I'm
I'm sure
saying, that's
there are
weird.
some, but not like the normal clowns we have here.
When you start questioning everything, like, well,
I don't want to generalize, but I think most clowns aren't cannibals.
well, not space clowns, they're all cannibals.
Right. So the ratio of cannibal planetary clowns is the same as the ratio of the non-cannibal space clowns. There's some, but generally it's not the norm.
Yeah.
This crab is great.
They're also not funny. Thanks! She's gonna, like, sit in the sand, kind of like how a kid does, like, kicks off her shoes, got her, like, feet just wagging, just like, la la la, she just eats. Plenty for you, Alora. I know how hungry you get.
Yeah. So she fishes around in her pocket of her armor and manages to pull out some seasonings and some butter, and I have no idea how she's doing this. She puts all of that on it. Now it tastes good. Anyone like some of the condiment?
I would love some.
And she reaches into her special pocket and pulls out some and hands some.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
It's almost like I'm back
Oh,
home.
good. Try
So
to pass
she'll
one and
keep
put
fishing.
it inside the beard.
She'll keep fishing in her
The beard
pocket.
kind of wraps around it and just holds onto your hand along with the food and just refuses to let go.
So as you are all sitting on this beach, enjoying your crab meat, just like taking in the day, those of you who are looking out to the water for a brief moment see this very large spiked tortoise shell sort of like breach the water before going back down into the ocean.
It's the treasure turtle.
We all see
The what
this.
now?
Yeah, you all see this.
Do you think so, Sharon?
I mean, what else could it be? Giant turtle swimming around in the waters here? Probably looking for stuff to add to its hoard. Soon to be our hoard.
So you want to go hunting for the treasure, huh?
I've got a full stomach. I'm ready to hunt.
You know, I want to say I'm proud that you're acting like a true pirate. But then I remember what you are, and I'm like, that just might be hereditary. Not a
Less
bad thing.
piracy, more business.
And how is it business? Are you going to talk to the turtle to haggle for some of the treasure, or are you just going to take it?
Oh, just take it. That's the business.
That's the pirate.
Well, pirates are lawless people.
We have moral codes. I mean, they have moral codes.
Right, but moral codes aren't law.
Ever heard of, like, a thieves' code? Like, there's some honor among thieves kind of situations.
Yeah,
Right?
but again,
Goes back to the assassin.
honor isn't law.
Wow. I think you just insulted paladin orders everywhere. Aren't they all about honor?
Wouldn't be the first time.
Hey, you can be a pirate and not murder everybody. I'm just
Well,
saying. There's different types
sure.
of pirates.
But, I mean, being a pirate, like, inherently means you're against the establishment, right?
Yeah.
Right. And if the establishment is the one making the laws, then you're against the establishment's laws. Therefore, you're lawless.
What if the laws are stupid?
Well, I think that's a matter of perspective.
My perspective is that they're stupid.
That's fair.
Most of them. I mean, I know I come off as a chaos gremlin, but there is some, good things about order, but, there's a lot of laws suck. Like being under someone's thumb.
Yeah, and I mean, order is not all it's cracked up to be.
No, it's not. Especially if you're born to be something and they're like, no, you have to be this because it's in your blood. And I said, well, what if I choose not to? And they're like, well, fuck you. It's what you are. Well, that's not what I want to be. Well, too bad. You have to do it. I don't want to. Yes, you do. No, I don't want to. Mom, stop. Ah!
Were you born to be something that you chose not to be?
We'll give you that idea.
Just a hunch.
This is great crab.
It really is.
Meat.
So as your lunch winds down here, is your plan to go hunting for the dragon turtle's lair at this moment? If so, Charon, you realize that you are desperately without a key instrument, being a boat.
Right. That's kind of where, okay, so I would love to go and acquire what it is that this turtle has hoarded away. However, that means we would need a boat, which we don't have.
Or something bigger, because if it's a lot of treasure, we need a ship.
Well, yeah, I mean, ship, boat, more or less the same thing.
I guess if I was a fish, that would help.
I mean, it would help in finding the lair, but wouldn't help in retrieving the goods. I'm sure maybe we could, like, rent a boat back in town or something.
My one concern is that if this thing is massive, they normally are. Anything hoarding treasure is usually massive. If we have a boat, it could eat us.
Well, I think that would kind of be the plan, wouldn't it? Not to be eaten, but to use the boat to attract it, because they told us that it demands payment from the ships that go through the area, right? Otherwise, if they don't pay, they get sunk. So if we have a boat that attracts its attention, we pay it, and then we follow it back to its lair.
What if it's like, pay me 1,000,000 gold, or your firstborn, or the beard? I don't know if I can do that.
Well, we have one of those things. And besides, we wouldn't actually pay it. If we couldn't talk our way through it, then, we'd just be taking back whatever we gave it once we got to its lair. I have full confidence that we can take this thing down, whatever it is, even though I've never seen it.
I'm sure you're not a pirate. You're very pirate.
I'm a member of the company.
Hmm. You know, pirates do business too, right? They're actually businessmen.
I don't think they are.
Hmm.
I think they're
Only
mostly thieves.
pirates. Well, now you are stereotyping Cal over here.
Am I? I don't think she's a pirate.
Yes, but thieve or even kill, automatically pirate. That's what you're telling me.
I think pirates are thieves, but I don't think she's either a thief or a pirate.
But what if you're paid to steal something? Then are you really a pirate?
Technically, that can count. You can get paid to grab something.
I think
Doesn't happen
that's
often.
a mercenary, not a pirate.
Aren't pirates just mercenaries retired?
No, I don't think so.
You need to get out more. Been on a boat for too
I've
long.
met a lot of pirates in my day. I've sunk a lot of pirates in my day.
They weren't great pirates then.
Well, nobody can stand up to the flagship. Nobody.
Think our ship
Haven't-
could have given it a run for its money.
Haven't met a single
It can
boat
float.
yet that could.
What if we bring it out into space? See how it does there.
Well, it was made to be on water.
That was its first
So
mistake.
Would be at a disadvantage.
Mhm.
However, the cannon would still function just fine.
Going to blow it into space?
No,
Oh,
we would be in space blowing up other things with the cannon.
I like that though. Blow it into space. I'm not personally attacking you now. I'm just envisioning like doing that from here. That's actually kind of interesting.
I think you might need to reinforce the hull of any ship you try and blow into space.
No, not the ship. The turtle.
Oh, we're gonna send the turtle into
that
space.
Oh, space turtle.
No.
I think
You
those
just
are a thing.
you blow him up
No,
till
they're a
he's out
myth.
of the water, and then he's not going to do as well.
Do you have any bombs that could do that?
As you ask that, you see off in the distance a ship out to sea sailing as this massive dragon turtle leaps from the water and just crashes into the hull, just splintering this thing into like numerous pieces.
Oh, they're a little bigger than I thought they were.
As you just see, like,
So
yeah,
does it
it's like-
actually leap out of the water?
It leaps and breaches out of the water and crashes into the hull of the ship and just splinters it. Because dragon turtles, when they attack ships, act as siege engines and do double damage to ships and structures.
Gonna need a lot more bombs.
Yeah, we're gonna
You're
have to
need a big
rethink
ship.
our plan a little bit.
But you know what? Beach is nice for now.
Yeah, I like the beach.
The beach in the
I
basement.
don't think a wooden ship is a good idea at all.
You know, we can come back to that at a later time too.
Yeah, we've got other things on our plate at the moment. We've got an
Mhm.
itinerary to keep. There's this whole quest that we're on. We'll
Oh,
table the
yeah.
turtle for now.
For the little kobold bitch. Yeah.
It did okay out of the water too. See, that wasn't a
Yeah.
brilliant idea.
See, when they said giant turtle, they left out a really, really important part. Said it's a giant dragon turtle. That dragon part, real important when you're describing it to someone.
Thought that was a given because it has a horde. Did no one else get that?
Now hold on. Are you generalizing
Raven.
and stereotyping that only dragons have hordes?
Other things can
Yeah.
have hordes, but dragons
know.
typically do.
Thank
Some
you.
birds have
Let's
horns.
backtrack to the water dragon turtle, and we want to fight this.
No.
I mean, a little less so now than I did a couple minutes ago. But
The
also,
dragon part is minorly concerning.
There's other options. Like if the dragon turtle is there, the dragon turtle isn't in his lair. And unless he has another dragon turtle guarding the lair, when he's here, he's not there. And then we could be there when he's here, and we could take some of the lair treasure.
true.
We don't know where its lair is. But I like
We
to
could
think
find out.
That's a good point. Nobody in town knows where this dragon turtle's lair is at. The most that you've gathered so far is it's somewhere underwater.
So we have to get to it, get things out of it, get ourselves out, and get away before it comes back.
Yep.
Yeah.
there is one problem though. Have you tried shooting a gun with no bra? I'm okay putting a pin in this for now.
Neat.
Have you tried shooting a gun underwater? That's the question I thought you
Yes.
were going to ask.
Yes. Oh please, it's Nile. She ain't gonna say the logical thing.
Yeah, I think we should put a pin in it for now, but
Mm-hmm.
not for too long. Because this dragon turtle might have one of the things that we need to collect off of this list of ours. I mean, if
Do
it's
we
got
know
a
how
huge
big
horde,
the horde is? Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the dragon turtle keeps an itemized list of everything in the horde just hanging on the wall.
We have a list.
well, not necessarily saying we try and barter with it, but I mean, we need
But
some
even if we're trying to
ultra-rare
steal
stuff.
it, this is like going through a giant island worth of treasure without knowing what we're looking for.
True.
Well, we have a list.
Unless the list has a locate spell attached to it.
Yeah, I was about to say, surely one of us knows the locate object spell. Probably our good cat friend knows how to
If
locate
Snow
objects.
wasn't so lazy stuffing her face right now.
Well, she's got a full belly. She's asleep in the warm sand in the sun.
Cat nap.
What do you expect?
Who's stereotyping now?
I'm not
Oh.
stereotyping. It's literally what she's doing right over there.
Don't
I
you
know, I
cast
was just
spells
making a
too?
point.
I can tell you by looking at Snow's spell list, Snow does not have locate object.
Ah, she's a wizard. She can learn it.
We could we buy a spell scroll for that maybe?
We might be able to. Yeah, we never looked for spell scrolls when we were in town.
We may have to retcon because I remember she was gonna buy stuff, but we left the shop. So if we decide to blow it up, we should probably retcon that.
she's already gotten her stuff. She's already gotten her stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay.
I'm just saying,
Couldn't
in the
remember.
spell list currently, Snow does not have locate object.
And I
Um,
can do the fish thing, Callista.
As to not attract wild animals or whatnot, I'm gonna make a DM question here, asking if this conversation as well is happening on the way back to the canopy with the extra amounts of meat that you have.
Are we dragging the shell back with us as well right now?
We've got the
The
steel
shell
Whole
Well,
thing's
and
on a
heart.
cart, isn't it?
Yeah, whole thing's
Yeah,
on,
it-
whole thing's on a cart.
All on the cart.
Just making sure we didn't forget it. How big is that shell?
It's in pieces, but it's pretty big.
Darn.
Hullcracker crabs at their smallest are large creatures.
So not bad.
It may or may
75
not.
pounds.
It may or may not be the case that like Grim right now is sitting in one of the big chunks of shell while he's still eating, and all you hear really is just a loud burp coming from the dwarf as he's still stuffing his face.
Not to mention, I'm not used to having a character that has this actual item, but I also have a bag of colding, so which
Oh, that's
is
right,
technically
yeah.
like
Yeah.
a holding.
If you have a
for
bag of
food.
if you have a bag of colding, you can just like forego the trip and just stuff all the meat into that bag.
There we go.
Because I got it for shrapnel.
Yep. And the only thing that you have left is the shell.
Yeah, and then we can just take the shell back on the cart, since we did say we dropped the cart off.
Mhm.
I mean, I got my magic steed. It's not like we need to pull it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask a out of character question, please?
Yee.
These shells, like, could they be made into armor?
Go ahead and give me just a straight up intelligence check.
Well, it's better than I thought, but okay. Dear. Oh dear. I don't think I have much of a chance of figuring that out because I only got a 9.
You're not really sure if it could be made into armor, but it's not really a negative conclusion that you come to. You yourself just aren't sure if this is something that could be melded into armor.
Is it a pretty shell to look at, like, or
It's
just shell?
it's less of like a decoration. It's just by looking at it, you could tell it's definitely meant as a very durable, protective outer layer to the crab. It's not really pretty, it's functional.
She's just, the wheels are going around, going around and going around. But
All right, as you make your way back to the tavern with the shell in tow with the sled, or the cart or whatever you want to call it, you have anything else planned for the day, or are you just gonna wait until night comes to do your to pick up the cannon and do your quote unquote investigation?
well, we can go back late afternoon to get the results for the potential dinosaur or the dinosaur mountain.
That's the next day.
Oh, it's next.
Yeah, it's the next day.
Oh, sorry.
I'm kicking myself because there was a question I had for the scavers that I forgot to ask, but that's okay. I can just ask that one that I'll be meeting up with at some point.
Sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a break. So we get up, stretch our legs, get something to drink, and when we come back, we will get into your nighttime activities. But stick with us, everybody. We'll be back in about 5 or 10 minutes.
my reference manual here
Oh,
for
believe
druid
they
we are
shapes.
back.
have it right from the get-go. I think it's the flying that comes in at a later level.
I thought fly speed and swim speed
Well,
had
I think
levels
it's
attached.
challenge levels.
Oh wait,
Hi.
or no. Okay, so
I got you.
4th level, I believe. 4th level is when they can do things that can swim, and then I think
4th
it's
level is swim.
8th level is flying.
That
Yes.
sounds right.
Yeah. I have it up right now. So 2nd levels, there's no flying, no swimming. 4th level, there's swimming. 8th level, flying.
I sort of remember
Yeah.
my stuff sometimes.
Yeah,
That's
'cause, like
crazy.
I could do like probably do something like a reef shark or something even. If I've got the
Yeah.
same list that I had.
All right. Well, we are back.
We're just answering druid questions. It's okay.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Well, the question was actually would Alora likely have the same fish options that Pearl had?
That would technically fall under the wheelhouse of where Alora was raised. And if she's had connections, if she's had the ability to see things like in your example, reef sharks.
So perhaps not yet, but if she went for a swim or was spent some time around the beach, she could then mimic the beach, like the water
Yeah.
animals that she sees.
Yeah,
So.
as long as you have seen like the creature in like its natural habitat or something, you should be able to just change into them. But you have just had to have some sort of like druidic knowledge of the creature. All right. So
I think we're putting a pin in that.
Yeah, we're not chasing that turtle right now.
I was gonna.
I want to live.
I was gonna say this, Rojan. Though, I do have blacksmithing.
okay.
So as far as the shells go, if there's anything that could be made with it, feel free to let me know or DM or have me roll for it as you see fit. But I would definitely be interested in knowing what I could make out of those.
Yeah, I mean, if you took some time to, you know, I'd say take like an hour or so to study the shell and the shell parts that you have, you definitely
Sure.
could assume, or like you could definitely get enough information to figure out if you can craft something from it.
Yeah, I'd love to know that whenever possible.
Okay. I mean, if you want to, you still have a little bit of downtime before you go into your nightly activity. So if you want to spend like an hour or so to do a bit of a investigation check on the pieces that you've got, you definitely can.
Sure.
Not to mention, it sounds like it's a common thing the locals have done, so could probably easily find that information, maybe.
Well, when we get to downtime, I'll definitely do that then.
Well, you could do it. You could do it right now because you guys have a little bit of downtime before you get into the.
As you were writing the carpeting, it's long enough that okay.
Well, no, like even when you got back, it was still mid-afternoon. You still have some time before
True.
nightfall.
True.
Yeah, we
So-
had lunch on the beach, so we've got the whole afternoon.
Yeah.
evening.
So if you want to take an hour here and give me an investigation roll onto the armor pieces.
Sure. That does take the fact that I am, blacksmith into consideration too. So that's why I don't have disadvantage, right?
With that you can actually, with that you can roll with advantage since you are a
With
blacksmith.
advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. With investigation, yeah, that is a 12. Unfortunately,
A
my dice were
12?
not kind.
With the 12, you figure if you have a decent enough forged in enough time, you should be able to craft something out of it. It's definitely workable material, though it's going to take a little bit. It's going to take a different touch than working with like sort of iron or other metals.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out. I am excited to find that out.
Okay.
Of course, when we have a workable forge, but
Mhm.
that's going to be,
But
maybe something we'll install in the coffin eventually.
after you do your bit of investigation, everybody has time to wind down and everything. Night begins to settle in on the town. Around the time that you were to go back and meet your kobold friend in regards to picking up the cannon that you had paid for. And as you make your way over, like across the bridge and back over to his shop, you notice that the lights are on, the door is open, as sort of like just like a signal for you to come on in when you arrive.
Oh, if there's an open invitation, I guess we take it, huh?
You all walk into the shop, and it looks exactly like it did like it did while you were here earlier. Though there are no mechanical kobolds about. He's sort of just over at his counter, just making like notations in a logbook as he looks up and he sees you. It's like, oh, good, you're here for the cannon. I was worried you weren't gonna show.
I paid for it. I'm keeping it.
So where exactly are we taking this thing?
I will just open the coffin.
I mean, it's wide enough. I could definitely get the cannon in there. You want the barrel pointed at the door?
We nod.
Okay. 1 second. He walks over to that cage that he's got set up with the more dangerous items behind it, and he unlocks it and puts the key on a key ring on his belt, opens the gate, and slowly begins to push out the cannon and pushes it up into, or like begins to rearrange it as he grabs hold of it and begins to like slowly pull it up over the lip of the coffin's edge and into like the little pocket mausoleum that you have in there. He like looks at it and he puts a wedge down to lock the wheels in place so it's not jostled about anywhere. He climbs over the cannon and back out the coffin itself. He just dusts his hands. He's like, perfect. Well, that's one cannon I can mark off as sold. And he just like gets up onto the counter and marks the notation in his logbook. And he like looks up at you and it's like, is there anything else I can do for all of you?
Do we still feel the
Are you using divine sense?
see if I have any charges of it left?
How many did I get? Is that channel divinity that does that?
Because I remember you told me last time that I'm feeling this thing no matter where I go in the city. So I didn't know if I had to reapply the channel divinity
Yeah,
or if it was just a
no,
constant
this
ping
is
that's like under my skin the whole time.
Yeah, you know it's there, but the channel divinity would confirm it.
Okay. Sure. F it. Why not? Let's go.
Okay. So you pop it.
Wait. We have not long rested since last time, have we?
You have not. You've short rested, but you haven't long rested.
Do I get that back on a short rest? I don't think so. I think it's only on a long rest, correct?
Yeah, I
Is
believe the channel divinities are long rest.
It's short rest.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
You must then
Short or
finish
long
a
rest,
short
I
or
get them
long
all
rest
back.
to use your genie.
Well, this is just divine sense, isn't it? Which is separate from
Yeah.
divine sense. You can use a number of
Divine
times equal to 1 plus your charisma modifier per long rest.
Yeah. I was gonna say channel divinity is like it
Is
does
the actual,
something.
yeah.
Yeah,
is the
I don't
actual
play
action.
cleric, so-
Right, right.
Okay, who am I kidding? I don't play classes. I'm a DM.
No,
Yeah,
you
so
play a Tank Krogan.
oh yeah, I play a Krogan, but Krogans don't have channel divinity or divine sense. I have
Not
shotgun.
with that attitude.
My job is just shotgun.
It's
All
fair.
right. Right. I see it. It's yeah. It's because it's called differently on this thing. It's called Eye of the Grave, Eyes of the
Ye-
Grave, or whatever. But yeah, no, I get it.
So yeah, if
Oh.
you have the ability to cast it, you can,
Yes, I do.
and you get that same ping underneath you, just like this amalgamation and collection of like celestial and undead energy, just like pulled below you.
Oh, equal to your wisdom modifier. So yeah,
Yeah. No,
and you've
we're
only used it once so far.
Yep.
Yep. So we're good. Yeah, we'll just look at the others. Nod. Like, yeah, it's still down under the floors, but we're not gonna say that. We're just gonna nod. Like, yeah, it's here, and that's it.
Could I use my perception to just kind of try and slyly look around in the shop while they're going over the cannon business to see if I can locate anything that might be an entrance to a lower room or something that might
Go
possibly
ahead.
even be a hidden entrance?
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
So funny
Perception
enough, I
or-
was gonna do the same
Perception
thing.
or investigation.
Yeah.
I'll let you choose.
Will they be giving me different things?
Yes. The perception will give you a specific point of access that could lead into the basement. The investigation will give you a hint as to where one may be. The investigation has a lower DC than the perception.
Okay, I will go with perception. I rolled a nat 20 for 26.
Okay. So as you look around, there is something that catches your eye in the cage behind the counter. Tucked away over in a corner looks like a small, out of place, like cold iron trapdoor.
Okay. Without saying anything. No, wait, fuck that. I got psionic mind. I can say shit all I want. With saying
And I'm a
everything to
telepath.
everybody, I will, in our minds, point that I keep forgetting that dragonborn can do that. I will point out to everybody exactly what I see and what it appears to be.
And what do you say?
So I will, yeah, I'll just kind of, I do multiple, yeah, it's anyone I can see within 30 feet. So I bring everybody in on this and just speak to them like, everybody look exactly where I'm looking. Do you see what I see hidden back there? That looks like a gate, an entrance.
Yep. And everybody who looks will see the cold iron trapdoor behind the gate. Grim, this gives you a bit more of a, I'm not going to say pause, but confirmation, as cold iron is usually used to repel undead.
This is it.
And Sharkbait's just like looking at all these like, guys, y'all here with me?
Oh, sorry, I was just lost in my own thoughts. It's been a long day.
Yeah, it looks like everybody was. Can I do anything
Staring
else
at
for
the
all of you?
bombs.
Staring at the bombs. Understand.
Yeah, like she was before. She's just like, ah.
He's like, the bombs, right? Grim, I totally forgot. I need to give you ammunition for this thing. I only gave you the cannon. You need cannonballs. He's like, sorry, totally skipped my mind. Give me a second. Opens the gate. It's like, okay. Yeah, screw it. I could give them one of these, as a thank you for this. And you just start hearing this thunk, 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 thunk. As he walks out and he pulls the strings on a bag and he hands it to Grim. You got about 10 cannonballs in that thing.
We're gonna bring them and stuff them into the coffin, obviously, as well. Making sure as well that they're anchored so we don't have them flying around the whole floor.
Yeah, it's pretty much just you got a bag of holding that is holding cannonballs at the moment.
Very nice. Can I put other things in it, or is it a cannonball only bag of holding?
I mean, you could put other things in it if you want. It's a bag of holding.
Amazing. We will use this to great effect. But yeah, he'll definitely nod and say, "Well, thank you."
I'm sorry, I almost completely forgot about it. I was about to leave you high and dry, and you needed that cannon in combat or whatnot, and you didn't have a cannonball. You'd be up the proverbial creek.
Would have been disappointing,
to say the least. Well, happy I solved that issue.
It's
So just out of curiosity, I'm a bit of a night owl, and I like to, wander around, sometimes do a bit of shopping at night. Are you open all night, or do you close?
No, normally around this time I'm closed, but since Grim ordered the cannon and I didn't want to be moving that out when other patrons may be coming in, safety reasons, I left the shop open a little late tonight so I can get the cannon out. But once all of you leave, I'm gonna close up shop for the night.
Oh, so we're keeping you. We should probably head out then, so you can head on home and call it a night.
It's no problem. I mean, I'm happy to assist anytime I can. But yeah, as soon as all of you leave, I'm closing up for the night and getting home to a nice fish stew.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Oh, it is amazing.
Again, in everyone's minds, do we just wait till he leaves and then we break in, or?
That's just like, whoa, calm down. Give the guy like a 10-minute head start. Jeez.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, we head out and just stake out the place and wait for him to go home, and once he's out of the picture, we get back inside.
Yeah, we need to give us enough time to get in without alerting him, so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
As all of you leave, he sort of follows you out, just presses a button to shut the lights off inside the shop, closes it, just locks it with the key, stuffs it in his pocket, and just sort of salutes all of you and goes walking down the other bridge towards some of the smaller residential area houses attached to the tree.
So what's the plan?
Slowly looking at Callistra, be like,
Give him
but
a
also
little
magic
time
shop
to get home and get settled in.
You give him like Niall said, about a 10-minute head start.
but also magic shop, so it's gotta be magically trapped too.
Yup. I'm assuming so.
Safe bet, I think, yeah.
So how are you going about this, Callie?
Oh, we don't have someone that can do all the wonderful... Oh, God.
Our wizard's not here.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, man, we are going to trip some magical trap. I can
will
feel it
say-
fucking coming.
I will say, if you want, I will allow you to third party Snow to be able to cast detect magic if you want.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I can dispel if someone can detect.
I know she has detect magic.
Yeah.
She's used it before.
So I will let Snow ritually
do.
cast. Do you have detect magic?
And I have it memorized.
Yeah, so if you want to cast it, go right ahead.
Hey.
Great. So that is
You don't have to roll anything.
no, I just cast it.
You just cast it. So as you cast detect magic, you get no sort of magical ping from the door or lock itself. Though there is what is that school of magic? There is evocation magic enchanted on the shop's window. Like the large window pane of the shop, there is evocation magic on that. The door itself, nothing.
Oh.
Okay, I'll share that information with the group.
That's either really concerning or I don't know.
Magic boom boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, evocation is usually the explodey type of magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's the Nile of magic.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I touch the windows.
Do you think it's just like on the windows, or do you think that's just where it's like centralized and if it like detects motion within a certain radius, it goes boom?
The evocation magic is specifically enchanted on the pane of glass.
Break window, watch explosion.
Can I do an Arcana check to maybe try to determine, using my knowledge of how magic works, if this is something that if we just avoid the windows themselves will be okay, or if it's likely that if we get anywhere within a certain radius of the windows, it'll trip it.
Yeah, but for my information, how well versed in magical traps is Charon?
Oh, that's a good question.
Has she come across these a lot of times, like once or twice? Never at all?
You know, I think it's probably not something she's come across all that often.
So you could
having spent so much time on the sea, nobody traps their boats.
You definitely could give me an Arcana check, but it will be made at disadvantage.
Fair. I'll still give it a shot, unless somebody else wanted to. We have a person that's more versed in magical traps than I am.
Nope.
Traps, yes. Magic,
Yeah, I was gonna say I am the wrong type of rogue for that question.
I can definitely assist. Like, I'm not saying she's like super like amazing at it, but she's definitely would have encountered stuff like this in her piratey days.
Are you proficient in Arcana?
I am.
I had to ask because you're a fighter.
That's fair, but I'm a smart fighter.
Yeah, so with the assistance, you can make a normal roll.
Okay. That is higher than I thought it was going to be. 17.
17. With the information that you've been given by Alora, it's more than likely that this pane of glass will not activate unless somebody tries to tamper with it itself. So as long as you don't try to like use a glass cutter or throw a brick through the window or something, you should be fine.
How primitive.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay as long as we don't touch the windows. As far as that specific trap goes, anyway.
Okay, no one touch the windows. Just the door.
Yeah, this is either gonna be fine or somebody's going to watch an explosion.
Which I realize I could help you. I forgot how, like, thievy I kind of am, too.
Won't matter, I got tools, so
Yeah, he's okay.
Same.
I can give myself the help action.
Fine.
Go ahead and give me that sleight of hand roll for your using your thieves tools.
Yep. Okay. That's all sleight of hand. Well, the high roll's a 16 plus. Yeah, that's a 27.
Oh yeah. It was only a DC 12 lock. Like this was just like a basic shop lock.
Bitch.
Just a basic bitch lock. Just to mention, I'm looking at Snow's like spell list. Holy shit, I'm scared for any enemy that she comes across. This is not a spell list, this is a threat. But yeah,
Imagine she's ex-military.
you
She's
easily
crazy.
you easily just unlock this door. This was child's play.
That was far too easy.
You know what? Definitely suspicious, but I feel like the bars we saw earlier might be a bit more complex, maybe. Unless,
Yeah.
Sharon, you had a thought?
No, I was gonna say the exact same thing. This is the easy door. The next one is the hard one.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll find out.
Only one way.
Someone might
Um,
want to keep all eyes open when we get inside. I mean, just because the
Yeah.
door's open does not mean we're not going to step in something with
Yep.
unholy amount of nopeness.
I'm just gonna
Unholy.
I'm gonna do something to cover our tracks real quick. Just so passersby don't get suspicious.
Okay.
So I'm going to casting time on this. 10 minutes. Okay, so it's gonna take me 10 minutes to cast this. But I'm gonna cast hallucinatory terrain. Now
That's a great spell.
you can't affect manufactured structures with this spell. So what I'm gonna do is form the spell, because you can do up to 150 foot cube.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna basically form a bubble around this structure
Okay.
to mute any light and such that we may put off once we're inside. So from the outside, it still just looks like a dark closed structure.
Okay. Is this a concentration spell?
It
believe it
is
is.
not a concentration.
Wow.
It is a 10-minute cast and it lasts for 24 hours.
Okay.
Okay, and while Sharon is doing that, while she's doing that, I am going to cast Pass Without Trace on the group.
Okay. So illusory terrain, pass without a trace, go off without a hitch. You don't hear any bells or whistles going off as spells are being cast outside the shop. Door is unlocked.
Right, we're good to go in, I think.
So everybody gets a
Right.
+10 onto their dex and stealth checks.
So as you
Good.
Damn.
you go into the shop, Alora, with your eyes still being able to see the schools of magic and whatnot, you don't see anything really on the floor or anything like that. You see a couple of like the items again pinging off, giving off like certain magics and whatnot, enchantments for like the items that are on display, but there doesn't really seem to be anything defensive in here until you look at the cage. The cage itself is enchanted twice with abjuration magic and evocation.
Oh.
Okay, I am going to kind of sharply inhale my breath and go, oh, come on, and share that information.
I'm sorry, that's abjuration, not abjuration. Abjuration magic.
I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
Well,
You
that
disarm
definitely sounds
one.
like a trap.
Yeah. You disarm one and Snow disarms the other.
Yeah, yeah. Does Snow have dispel magic?
Let me see
Oh.
if Snow
That's a
has
good question.
dispel magic.
I have it, and I have it memorized.
Okay, because I was gonna say Snow does not have dispel magic.
What?
No,
We don't
no.
play typical wizards, I notice.
No,
We
Snow
don't.
has I'm gonna burn you 9 ways from Sunday magic. Like there is very little convenient spells on here, and everything else is just pain.
Alora wears
Murder.
a T-shirt that says, "How can I help you?"
Right.
Yeah,
Alora,
where Snow's spellbook has written on the front war crimes and how to commit them.
Yeah.
Alora, do you want to take one? I'll take the other.
Okay.
Just give me one second again, real quick. And she does again the same thing where her tattoos and her eyes light up as she changes the constellations and swaps over to a different stage of the moon to get access to different spells. I'm ready to go when you are.
This is important to ask. Who is going first and who is taking what enchantment?
I was thinking we go at the exact same time.
Okay.
Because you never know. The disabling of one might be the trigger for the other. So we do it at the same time.
All right. Who's taking the abjuration? Who's taking the evocation?
Your choice, Alora.
Okay. Now, so evocation is based on wisdom?
No. Evocation
No,
is boom boom
evocation
magic.
based on. So
Like-
that is based. Okay, so which one is there? One that's more wisdom?
No,
Like I'm looking at my stats. Is
No,
there
no, no.
one that's?
it has nothing to do with your stats.
So that wouldn't help.
No.
Okay. I'll take the abjuration one. If,
All right.
if that works for you.
Okay.
And you've got the in your head thing, so you can count us down. So we do it as synchronously as
All right.
possible.
So with the dispel here, let me pull this up.
Yeah, abjuration makes sense on a cage.
Okay. So who's
And
who's making the abjuration dispel?
that would be
Okay.
me.
Okay. So you're doing abjuration. So you're fine. Charon, I need a roll here. For let me get you the right DC here. I need a DC 16 check with your dispel magic.
It shouldn't be too bad because I use my spellcasting ability for this.
Yes.
That's a +5, so it shouldn't be too bad here. It was almost a 1, but thankfully it wasn't. That is going to be 18.
18. So both of you successfully disable the spells on the cage. For your information, the abjuration effect was alarm. The evocation was chain lightning.
Oh,
Ah, yeah. It's not always fire. People immediately go fire, and I'm like, nah.
That's because most of the
Yeah.
evocation spells are fire.
yeah.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, there's some other bad boom boom.
But with the spells disabled, Callie, you can attempt to pick this lock.
Yay, door.
Yay, door.
Good thing that was advantage. Huh. That's a 25.
25. It's a little rougher. This is a little rougher time to pick. It does, even with a 25, it does take some time, but you're finally able to get that lock open. This
Let
is
me tell you, the other dice was a 2.
This was a much higher quality lock than the one that was on the door. But you're able to pick the lock, and you're like just the cage to the dangerous items section of the shop is now open.
We're not here to steal. We're here for one job. No.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
What if there's
Yeah,
goodies?
that's an old ass reference I haven't heard in forever.
We can pay for the goodies we want. We're here to deal with a different problem.
Okay. Should we sneak in just to kind of see what the situation is down there?
I wasn't suggesting like throwing ourselves in and throwing a bomb down the stairs first, if that's what you were thinking.
I know how to be stealthy when it's needed. I felt like I was being targeted by that comment. But we could stealth in and see what the situation is before we throw a bomb.
You definitely can.
Yep. Is there any magic on the cold iron door as well, since
Yes.
we're sitting right here?
So the cold iron door, it's less of a magic spell and more of an arcane lock. So this is where the spellcasters come into play to disable it. Those of you who have Arcana can attempt to use your connection to the arcane weave to disable this the magic lock that is on this door. If there are multiple of you, you can help each other out and one person can roll with advantage.
I do have it.
I do not have Arcana.
I am proficient, so I can either help or roll.
My Arcana's pretty high, so if it's okay with you
I'll help
guys,
you.
I'll go ahead and I'll roll. Okay.
Okay. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh God. Okay, thank God. 'Cause it was a 5 and then a nat 20. So 27.
Nat 20 works. I will tell you this: the DC for this was 25. So
I saw the 5 and I was like, oh.
you, given your background and everything, nobody would peg you for somebody to be able to manipulate arcane forces. But dipping into what you do know, spending your time on the astral sea, you're able to just dip in and begin to just very skillfully unweave the magic that has been cast around this cold iron door. And as you do, you begin to feel the resonance of psionic energy that has been enchanted on here. And much like Callie taking her time with the gate lock, it takes you some time and it takes you a bit of like strain and focus, but you're able to break that lock. And as it does, the glow from the cold iron door sort of fades. I will say, if you failed, you would have been hit with a psionic blast that silences anybody who is hit by it from being able to cast spells for 1d4 days.
Jesus.
Oh, I would have been okay.
Yeah, you would have been fine. You don't dip into that.
I have a couple spells, but that's not my focus. Ooh.
But
Still, damn.
the cold iron door's lock releases and it
Ooh.
sort of like pops open just a little bit.
Ooh, that was a doozy of one, guys. Oh. Look, one day I'm gonna make arcane bombs, so this helped.
I don't suppose anyone's got a way to look down there without us physically going down there.
Well, I'm not sending my baby down there, that's for sure.
I was more looking for a more magical solution.
So, from what you can see as this pops up, is it's just like there's a ladder that leads down, and it's a bit black around it. Almost it's like you're climbing down like a small cylinder.
Mystra, do you and I want to go take a peek then?
Yeah.
Or just one of us?
Laura, you don't happen to have, well, just a light spell of any breed?
Oh.
Grim, DM question here. How long does your Eyes of the Grave last? You're muted.
I don't think it's specified because I think it's just more of a ping. Let me tell you here.
It doesn't say.
Just checking.
Okay, so for a flavor text thing here, then I will say that once that door pops open just a little bit, that energy that you were feeling hits you like a rush, like a rushing wave, as that entire chamber feels like it's just resonating with celestial and undead energy. And a small hum begins to escape out of the crack of the door.
It's in there. Careful.
And we do have Pass Without a Trace on us.
You do have as long as Laura's with you, you have Pass Without a Trace.
Yeah, they can all just definitely be along for that. Just looking to see what I have in terms of light. Other than like
Lights?
I think I've got
What, cantrip or one?
One. Light's a first level spell.
Okay, I couldn't remember which one.
Do you not have dark vision as a tiefling?
Well,
That wasn't
like,
the problem.
Okay, I have. Yeah, I have like.
Has anyone like taken a look? Has like anyone opened the door and taken a look down the?
If it's a ladder, I am definitely going to.
I mean, I have dark vision. I'll look down the hole.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're going. I'm pretty sure I've got
dark vision.
dark vision.
6 out of
I was gonna say, Niall would definitely
I think it's
poke
like
her head.
6 out of the 9 base races have dark vision. So you open the door and you look down, and it just looks like this darkness that's around the ladder goes down for probably about 15 feet, and then you could see just this very golden like metallic floor that the ladder goes down about another 20 and then connects to. And there's a very audible machine-like hum and even like steam giving out like a pressure release hiss every now and then.
Okay. Well, first of all, yeah, we do have superior dark vision, actually. We see all the way to 120 feet in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
So not an issue to see all the way down the ladder to the floor there. Being a dwarf and having stone cutting and all that stuff, having a floor made out of metal and the blacksmithing and all that stuff, does that like look weird to me, especially since we're in a tree and all that?
Yeah, it definitely does not fit.
Does not fit, eh?
Like you look at the cut and design of the floor, and yeah, one of these things just doesn't go together.
So, actually, really dumb question.
Yes.
Because of where this is sitting in the tree and where the ladder is located, if I was mentally looking at this from above, where would the ladder be physically?
Not against the tree.
Would it be in the tree?
No, it's like an opposite end of the tree. It's like, here's the tree. You would probably be going down underneath the canopy and to the floor if you were to follow this ladder.
Interesting. Okay, so the ladder does not lead to something that is
physically there.
physically
We're not in
there,
Kansas.
or not physically visible.
Or not physically visible.
Option B. Because hiding things in plain sight is totally a normal thing.
Misdirection.
Just a massive camouflage.
Oh,
Or
this
pocket
is
dimension.
ridiculous.
One of the two.
Well,
Well,
I don't think it's a pocket dimension because he was able to sense it.
True.
But could be somewhat similar to like the pollutionary terrain sort of situation, maybe.
So question DM here. I know it doesn't fit. Do I know why this doesn't fit?
You wouldn't.
Okay. Does it
Like,
look like
your best guess is the metal that is down there is definitely not natural. It looks otherworldly.
Does it look dangerous?
No, not really.
Oh, is that where the celestial ping's coming from, I wonder?
Yeah, like when the door opened, he got hit with like this wave of celestial undead energy, just like pouring out of this door.
Okay.
Yes, I mean, like, I wonder if that's where the celestial energy came from, maybe. Instead of celestial undeads.
not that I don't want to go first, but Niall and Grim, would you like to take the lead on this?
Sure.
Sure thing.
I'll have Grim actually use the dwarven magic racial here as we'll use invisibility on ourselves and we'll go down the ladder.
Okay.
Do you want Alora to go down with you at this point or no?
If you can do so safely, yes. Otherwise, like I said, I can basically go invisible and go down.
I would probably have you go after me, so that way if something
Okay.
happens, I would get hit first because he's invisible. He has a better chance of like being fine, whatever. While the +10 will be great for me. So
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do that and just do exactly what I'm told.
So orders me, Niall, and then Alora, yeah?
Yeah, and then I can come down after.
Okay.
Okay.
Sharon, are you going down too?
Yeah, I'll be the last to go down.
Okay. Are you
I'm
shutting
squishy sorcerer.
shutting the door, or are you leaving it open?
Can you prop it open?
Yeah. So before I go down,
the door itself has like a natural prop to it. When that arcane lock wasn't
Oh.
on it, it sort of popped up. So there is that little natural prop to it. So it's not going to shut completely.
first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the front door and make sure that is closed and locked from
Okay.
the inside.
All right. Definitely do
And
that.
then I will go down, and just out of an abundance of caution, I will take a glove or something and kind of stuff it in the hinge of the door just to make sure it doesn't
Okay.
somehow accidentally close.
Okay.
yeah.
As you climb down and everything, and once everybody is down, what you are looking at is definitely not of this plane. You stand in a very large metallic room with these podiums on either side of this metallic walkway, 3 on each side, each of one of them encased in a blue, like a bluish dome of energy. You see those metallic kobold helpers that had assisted you earlier today. Beams of light pouring into each one of these spheres. Following this these beams of light, you see this large circular, all you can think of is machine. Again, golden, beautifully crafted, just from this metal that even Grim is unfamiliar with. This is not metal that has been created or worked by human hands. Though the core itself, you can see dents and like burn marks on it, like singeing, giving you the feeling that the core that is in here is taken from somewhere else.
Is the core giving off the undead energy?
The core itself is the thing that is giving off the celestial and the undead energy.
Oh, both.
As you look into this core, you can see floating remnants of what you could only assume are spirits. And every now and then, one of the spirits sort of flickers and they are transferred into beams of light and they are fed into these kobolds. I'm going to take you to a map.
Ooh, yes, please.
That concerns me.
So these kobolds is Gil, show us in the map. There are. Because there was a lot. There was 50 some of them.
Yep, and you only see 6. Those of you who have religion as a proficiency,
Yep.
or
Nope.
Niall, given that you are not even of this plane, I will allow you to give me an intelligence check. Those of you who have religion as a proficiency, give me a religion check. And Niall, go ahead and give me an intelligence check.
22.
22. Anyone else making a roll?
17 on the religion check.
Niall. You can't place it. But something about this feels familiar. Not the core itself. You've never seen anything like that machine. Though, as you kind of sort of tap your foot on the metal, it sort of gives off like a very heavenly hymn-like sound. Your time in the astral plane, your time in the astral sea, as a pirate, you've come across weapons made of this metal. Something highly valuable. Something known as celestium. A metal that it can only be forged from the souls of fallen angels.
Damn.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know celestial.
Okay.
Is there anything, any markings or words or anything that is celestial anywhere on the floors, around these domes, these spheres, or anything?
Around the ring that is holding this core, you do see inscribed in celestial protection runes. And then one like a almost a broken word off the core itself that just says forge.
Oh my, someone's been naughty.
This is a forge.
This is a forge for celestial souls. This is interesting. Now I'm curious how it works, but I suppose that's where we get our undead from? This
Yeah,
is a
this
very naughty place. Sorry, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say Grim definitely is reacting to that fact. Would you mention that it's a forge?
So I don't know. That's creepy seeing out of the corner of my eye. Hi. So I don't know what things can be touched without things going off. Very
Snake,
much
snake,
proceed
snake,
with
snake, snake.
caution.
Little child.
Hi.
Could I, real quick, just kind of let Agvrin sniff about the area, see if there's anything here that hasn't already been turned into a material and is ripe for the eating?
He, like, you turn to Agvrin and you hear a hungry feral growl coming from him. There are unharvested souls in that core. Thousands of them.
So what's the plan here, guys?
Free the souls.
What do you mean by
Sharon,
free?
Sharon, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw. As this is something Cassius never felt, but you feel Agvrin trying to take control.
Do I have anything? Does anybody have anything that would allow me to add something to this, or perhaps re-roll this terrible number?
Yes. Maybe.
If it was something visual, I would say yes. But this is happening inside your mind.
Oh, that's too bad.
No.
Just give me 2 seconds to buzz through my spells here real quick, see if I have any reactions that can help me. Because I am having flashbacks to the dragon orbs of season 1, which were orbs that contained thousands of souls and turned into a very yummy snack for me. No, I have nothing that I can add to this, so that's going to be a 5.
As you go to say, so does it, what do we, you pause and your expression sort of goes blank as Agvrin seeps into your mind. Kid, you know what we got to do. You want to get powerful. You want to impress or even beat the old man. There are 1,000 good reasons behind that glass to just jam me in there and let me feed.
So I think Sharon just trails off in what she was saying, and then just kind of turns her attention to this thing and slowly approaches it. Not
As you begin to slowly approach it, I will give everybody here an insight roll, as this is sort of out of character for a Charon to do.
Insight?
Insight. Everyone here can make an insight check.
That's a 22.
14.
23.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's a 8.
So we got a 22 and a 23. Fox, describe how Charon is beginning to move towards this towards this contraption that would give them alarm or concern.
So I think as her sentence kind of trails off into a mumble and then into nothing, her head just kind of tilts and then slowly cranes over to look directly at the orb, and then her body follows that same motion after her head. And then as she moves towards it, she moves like chest out, as if there's almost like a tether on her chest that's being pulled and pulling her towards it.
And Alora and Grim both notice this.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, go first.
Oh, okay. I think my reaction to that when I see her doing that would be to grab my quarterstaff in both hands and essentially do not exactly a windmill swing, but a horizontal windmill swing, catching her basically just above the ankles to knock her down.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
And that would be what, just an unarmed weapon?
No, that'd be your quarterstaff.
My quarterstaff. Oh, hot damn. Okay. So actually, with a quarterstaff two-handed, that would be a 23.
23.
A 23 hits.
Go ahead and give me damage.
Five.
As you hear Agvrin sort of hiss in frustration as your ankles are struck with this quarterstaff, the pain sort of snapping you back into reality, driving Agvrin out. You could still hear his voice and his pleas, like, come on, you know what you need to do. You can't let this opportunity pass us. But you are now once again in control of your faculties. I'm going to say you probably made... Was that a trip
Prone?
attack?
Yeah, that was meant to just knock her down.
Oh, okay. If it's meant to knock her down, then it's not going to, then she needs to give an acrobatics or athletics check. Or I'm sorry, a dexterity save versus the attack.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that because I was just like doing the thing just to try and stop her from moving.
Dex save of 17.
17. Dex save of 17, you're going to stay upright, but damn if that did not hurt your ankles.
I think in the motion to keep herself from falling down, in just an instant, these crystals like sprout out from her back into, for a brief moment, what look like beautiful crystalline wings, but then the crystals all shatter and they are instead like kind of grotesque insectoid wings. So I've got both the wings from Agvrin, but then also the gem flight from Gem Dragonborn. So those wings suddenly appear and do a quick flap to kind of keep herself upright, but then she does like turn her attention back to you, and for a moment it looks like she's angry or surprised, a bit of both, but then she visibly stops herself before she says anything, because then she hears Agvrin's voice again and realizes what that moment was about.
Look, Grim wants it gone. I can get rid of it. It's a win-win.
I know, but we can't just take it. We have to talk about it first, right?
Does Grim get a chance to do something offensive here too? Because he also.
I mean, she's already been stopped, and Grim can see that she was snapped back into reality. She's kind of standing there. Your old man didn't ask, he just took.
I know, but I mean it seems like everyone here wants to, learn a little bit more first before we act. Shouldn't we give them that chance?
Give me a persuasion roll.
Come on, Chica, you got this. Come on.
No, I don't. Persuasion 11.
Oh.
I got an 8.
Oh.
All right, kid. We'll play it your way. But just make it quick. This is a tease.
Yeah. I'm not saying it won't happen. I feel the hunger. But we gotta play it smooth. Play it as a group. So guys, what's the plan? We gotta do something quick. Real quick.
Well, Rojan,
Yes.
being a grave cleric, my entire purpose here would be to return these trapped souls back to the natural circle of things. Do you have any
Obviously.
idea? Yeah, do I have any ideas on how I would want to do that? How I would be able to do that?
Could I help kind of sort of knowing what this is? Not really, but like having the information of this being like a celestial forge.
With your information of this being a celestial forge and how it technically works, go ahead and you can give me an Arcana roll. If you
Mine
have
or hers?
you, if you have if you are not proficient in it, you can just make a normal roll, as she will be assisting you.
Okay, normal roll it is. That's a 10.
It's a 10. It's not bad. You do know in your circle, in cases of mass infection of the undead or mass infestation of the undead, sometimes a cleansing ritual is needed to be performed. But when you send these spirits away, some of them are sent to the celestial plane, others are sent to the hells, all depending on the type of the soul that's in there. You have a celestial contraption right here that is housing souls. You've never come across something like this before. Possibly destroying the core may release the souls. Souls without a body and without a purpose should pass.
Okay. We'll look at Nile here and we'll simply say, point at the core and just say, do it.
You want me to boom the forge?
He nods.
I don't know how that could ever bite us in the butt later. All right.
Especially not right across from the guard station. I mean, if the goal is to get rid of the core, I think I can do that a little bit quieter. To free the souls, that's what you want to do, right? Unless the goal is to destroy this place.
He nods. Never want it done again.
They're kind of taking celestial souls and forcing them into other beings. To most people, this would be viewed as a bad thing.
Grim nods.
So, is there not a way to destroy this place a little bit quieter? Like,
Set a fuse and make sure we're out of here before it goes off.
I mean, I have a way. It's just not quiet.
Can you make a quiet bomb? I take care of the core, you take care of the forge.
How big is this core,
Quiet
Rojan?
bomb.
You see all the white on that map? The white light up here?
Yup.
That's the core.
That's huge.
Yeah. You're going to need things. If your intent is to even crack this core, you're going to need things that pack a punch. And it might not be a one-shot thing.
See, here's the thing. You know how Vera has those fun little bombs where they kind of do a chain reaction and can just make all these explosions? I have the same thing.
She has magic semtex. All right.
They're called mining bombs. And they're meant to pack a bigger punch than my normal bombs. The reason why I don't use them in battles is because you have to actually set them down and set them up and then go a distance away, because the whole point is for them to explode like parts of a mountain or rocks and stuff like that. So they're great out of battle, not so much in battle. So I do have these pretty bombs that could make a really big boom. I could just set them all up, but again, it's not quiet. But let's be honest, destroying this is probably gonna, not be quiet.
Sounds like a plan.
do you think they're strong enough to destroy the forge itself?
Those of you who are talking about destroying the forge, I need stealth checks from you. Pass without a trace will not apply to this.
Does being invisible change anything?
It does not.
Okay. Stealth check it is.
$24.
Funny enough, also 24. We have 8 in stealth, yes. I don't ask.
Sharon?
7.
You need to stop. Swap the dice now.
Sharon,
Swap.
as you all are talking about destroying the core, there's a bit of a rumble that happens. Almost as if it's heard you. The gate that, or the ladder that you had come down, vanishes. And you see a small beam of light forming in the center of this core, and it fires directly at Sharon. Sharon, I need a dexterity saving throw from you. You are still within pass. You are still within pass without a trace. You have the dex saving throw bonuses to this.
Does that affect dex saves?
I
Let me
think so.
check.
I thought it was stealth checks only.
I think it's stealth only.
Just let me see on the spell. Pass without trace. Um, nope. 10 plus 10 to Dex bracket stealth checks.
Okay,
Ah.
okay, yeah,
Yeah,
stealth. Stealth.
Just
That's
just
stealth.
stealth.
Okay, yeah. So just normal dex save then.
That will be a save of 19.
Give me a second. I need to get my dice bag. I don't have enough d12s for this.
Damn.
That's uncomfortable.
Swear to
This is
God,
fine.
if I'm about to get disintegrated,
It wouldn't be the first character.
if I have to eat those souls to save myself, I'm doing it.
Oh my.
I figured he's pushing pretty hard for you to eat the souls. I would not be surprised.
No, this ain't me forcing you to eat the souls.
This is me making
No, you
shitty
know what I mean.
rolls.
That too.
Yeah,
Our dice
I
were
am-
so hot at the beginning.
Well, and the last few rolls have been in things that I'm not proficient in.
Sure.
You said 19?
19, yeah.
All right, you're only taking half. So that would be 32 radiant, but it will be halved.
16. Oh, and did I take the 5 damage from that trip attack? Or
No, Agrin took
No?
that 5
Okay.
damage.
okay.
Give me one second here.
Oh, there's more.
And this would be 35 necrotic damage, but you only take half.
I'm so glad that Alora gave us that 10 temp HP this morning.
Yeah, because that's the quarterstaff.
As you are struck with this brilliant burning beam of energy. As it hits you, you hear just a frustrated hiss from Agrin, and it goes silent. As you can no longer feel Agrin's connection in your mind.
And I think Sharon also just screams out at the same time as that hiss happens. That was a hefty hit to her. And she kind of reels back, clutching at her chest a bit where it hit her, but feeling that sudden...
You can just see this deep burn where it impacted.
Feeling that sudden silence, she does immediately try to manifest him in his weapon form.
And the weapon form forms. Like you can form Agrin still. It's just the connection that you had with him is just gone.
Does, as I'm holding the weapon in my hand, does it still feel like he is in this weapon? I just can't hear him anymore?
Yeah,
Or...
because you know that Agrin is the weapon. Agrin isn't connected to the weapon. He isn't part of the weapon. He is the weapon.
Okay. In that,
that
case...
happen? I'm bringing this up. Everything shifts as the light that was being fed into these bulbs stops. You can still see the kobolds inside. Nothing's happened to them. but they are now encased in what looks to be brilliant shields of radiant energy. The core in front of you begins to tremble, and you just feel pure anger at your trespass and conversation of doing it harm. Before
The forge is sentient.
Before we end for tonight, I will give everybody or a group consensus on any action you wish to make.
There is an action that Charon was about to make, but she's had the spotlight for a bit, so I'll let everyone else, if there's something they want to go for it before I do what I was going to do.
Well, I'm not a magically person, so the only thing I was thinking of doing, but now it might be too late, is just setting up the bombs. She will say, like, y'all keep denying me the boom, and look what keeps happening. I'm just saying.
You can smell the burnt flesh underneath Charon's armor, almost as if the beam itself had pierced the armor or had gone through the armor and made contact with her physical being.
My armor is my scales, so it pierced right through my scales.
Dinner.
And you could see small beams of light beginning to form one by one on that core, as if it's charging up for another attack.
I mean, for one, I think it'd be nice just to take cover for one.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah, I don't have much. If anyone else has an idea.
I have a few.
Go for it.
Well, first of all, we have a cannon.
Yes.
So that's one option. Two, if there's a big laser coming at us, we probably should do something about that too, huh?
Yes.
What can I
Muted.
do about that?
Quite possibly we should.
If I can do something about that.
So as this thing is charging up, what is the action that the group is going to take?
So it's a group action.
One person can make an action here.
Oh.
The action will set the tone for what's to come, or what is to be prevented.
Unfortunately, most of the stuff I do does not work too well here.
I will pose this to the group. There is very much a thing that Sharon is set on doing at the moment, but it is very much a selfish thing.
Yeah, you want to stab it with the spear.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna take that action on behalf of the entire group in this what sounds to be a very crucial moment. But if nobody else takes an action, that is what I'm doing.
In this case, I would default to Grimm's decision, being he's the reason that we even know and are down here.
And
Technically the same.
And what is Grim wanting to do in this scenario here? Again?
I mean, blow the crap out of this thing, seriously.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I mean it's grave cleric things. We don't like souls being kept out of the natural order of things, if that makes sense. Animating a dead body that has nothing in it, is more like recycling parts, but holding souls hostage like that for Grim is like anathema to everything he stands for.
Allure has nothing at this point that is a useful group action.
Niall is not ashamed to say, like, we can still get out of here. That was a big beam. Just saying.
You technically can't. The ladder's not there anymore.
Yeah, the door's shut. We're not.
We
doing
could
that.
just find cover. Never mind.
So there is that.
You begin to
If we
see the beams of light or the small dots of light begin to converge on one central area, giving you pause that it's almost done charging.
Yeah, I think taking cover might be the first thing to do here. Let's not get hit by this thing. We'll fire back at it after, but I'd rather people not die right off the bat.
Yeah.
Fair. If things do get too dicey, guys, I do have 3 uses of a gate spell. We could just get the hell out if we do absolutely need to.
Yeah, Niall is kind of in the same boat with Callistra. The whole like, well, Grim wanted us to do something about it, so I'm looking to Grim.
Duck and cover does sound like a good plan, though.
Yeah, take cover,
But
then
yeah.
fire the cannon, I think. We'll start with that and see how that
I mean,
goes.
there's steps. We definitely kind of find a
Okay.
corner.
Can I ask out of
These things are
character what
behind
the
big enough, right?
implications of throwing the spear are?
You don't know.
I don't know.
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, everybody can move themselves to cover. What I'm going to need is, let me see here.
We could hide behind one of the orbs.
Yeah,
And
I was
maybe
just
destroy
looking
it.
at these
Exactly.
things. They're big enough to hide behind, right?
Yeah. That's what I was
They're
thinking.
elevated probably up, what, I'm guessing 30 feet plus? Like, those pillars have got to be fairly tall.
We'd all have to dash to get there, but I mean, dash is an action, right? We could
Yep.
do it.
All right, go ahead
Dash
and
might be
put
the
yourselves behind the pillars that are going to be here, or that you're going to. You're technically not in combat, so there is no dash action. You can just move yourselves.
Okay.
Niall personally is having the conflict of, do we all stay together or split up? But
There's a dex benefit to staying together.
I
think-
assume that,
It's true.
yeah, that's probably not that high considering the stairs it's like 4 stairs, so.
I think
Well-
for all of us to have proper cover, we might have to split up.
yeah.
Yep.
Plus, to be completely honest, it's still the dex bonus is for stealth only, not for dodging out of the way.
Laura, which way you going?
So yeah.
I'm gonna go over to this side here.
Okay.
Depending on what happens, if this is where we're gonna end up stopping, do we want to play it safe and just say Snow kind of comes with us? That way
Yeah,
it's just
I'll
split
say Snow.
evenly.
I'll
Even-
say Snow
even
goes to you
split.
guys. So
Plus that
yeah.
way, you know, we've got the whole telepathy split as well. You can do it on
Yeah.
that side of the map, and I can do it on this
That's
side
true.
of the map.
So
That's
this thing
true.
charges and fires the beam as it rockets, and it hits this orb. And as it does, it fires a line in a sweeping motion through both where Callistra and Charon are standing. So this, I'm going to need dex saving throws from you.
So what? I'm too short?
You're not in
Or-
the line.
You're not part of a line.
Hey, be happy you're not being hit.
Well, no, I assumed it was because I was short. I'm sorry. Oh, that's went over my head.
It'd be funny if that was why. That would be funny.
You can't have any, you're too short.
Is there any chance I could have drank a potion while I was running?
I'll give it to you.
Nice, okay. I feel like I'm about to need it.
just like pop the cork as you're running. Chuck.
Yeah, I assumed
Oh,
because it was a
man.
group action that like a heal, casting heal was not an option, so I didn't.
Yeah, that's fair.
But you're right beside me. So
For
that's,
now,
yeah, right at
For
the
now.
moment.
there might be a
Yeah,
pair of smoking boots if
you were
Karen's
a
not
moment
careful.
ago.
So, Callie, what'd you get?
23 with evasion.
23 with evasion. You take no damage. Charon,
14.
14. You're going to take half damage. That's going to be 39 radiant and 39 necrotic.
Is that already halved?
No, that's not halved.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That's still a lot, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of damage for a sorcerer.
Pretty much you've only pretty much a grand total of 39 hit points. Grim, after this beam fired, you said that you had an action you wanted to try.
I mean, that's if we get an extra action, sure. Otherwise,
I'm
we're
giving it
fine,
to you.
but-
I'm giving it to you.
All right. Yeah, we'll open up the coffin and fire the cannon if we can.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Okay. What do you want it to roll off of?
This is going to be a D20.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have experience in cannons or explosives.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking it's going to be just a straight up D20 roll.
Okay.
Thought you were giving me the cannon.
Do you want to fire the cannon? Go nuts. You're next to me. You actually are next to me. I can just open it. I'll open the cannon, like
Hold
the
her steady.
door. Yeah, like I could actually. You know what? We can even do that. Actually, I can do the whole enlarge thing. Open the coffin, hold it with everything enlarged, and just have you fire the damn thing.
Okay. And you have proficiency with explosives, don't you? God, I hope
She
so.
does. Yeah.
Okay.
God, I hope so.
You can roll a D20 plus the bonus that you would take from like your explosives kit.
Okay, so I need to look up something real quick. Technically I'd get an additional bonus for my fighting style, but I don't think it applies to cannons. I'm just double checking real quick. Ah, no. Okay.
And since you're growing
okay.
large, it's technically going to break invisibility, correct?
Oh, yeah. You cast a spell.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's a racial. It's not a spell, but yeah.
All right. So give me that D20 roll, or give me that attack roll, I should say.
Yeah. It's a nice bonus though, even without my fighting style. Jeez Louise. 25.
25 will hit.
Okay.
Give me 8d10 damage, and double it.
Nice. Damn.
It's glass. It's a glass structure. Cannons are siege weapons.
And we did enlarge, so technically the cannon's bigger.
Well,
than
no,
that.
you enlarged. The cannon itself is same size.
I guess you're right. Yeah, even though the coffin enlarges with me, I guess what's inside doesn't.
Yeah, what's inside does
You
not.
said 8? 8d10?
D10.
Okay.
Certainly asking the
God.
person with the dice to do that.
I don't have my math buddy here. Okay. So let's see here. Oh, nice. Okay, and you said double that?
Double that.
124 damage. As she just like, if anyone could see her face, it's just
That maniacal,
very
crazy.
creepy. Just like, ah!
And the cannonball
creepy.
rips from the cannon as you see it just punch and just rip right through the glass. As there is now just this shriek of frustrated undead energy as light begins to escape out of the hole as the rest of the barrier shatters, as radiant and necrotic energy comes flowing out of this core, slowly but not really slowly at first, but then quickly filling the room with just this volatile energy.
Now, when you say volatile,
Yeah, right.
Is there a question to that?
Load it again!
do you mean volatile as in things feel like they're about to go boom?
Things feel like you are standing in an exposed reactor. And the entire room feels like it's about to go into a very big boom.
This is normal. This is fine.
Yeah, there's a thing I want to do, but again, if anyone else had a thing first.
I will say right now, I am calling for Constitution saves for everybody in the group.
Okay.
Oh, I can do that. Okay.
Now, Fox,
Finally, something I'm proficient in.
Fox, if there's something you want to do before these saves are made, you can.
I mean, because now it feels like we're all in imminent danger.
Mm-hmm.
Look, Niall's happy if they make it out alive, and we also Grim is satisfied with the souls being gone. So obviously, I'm not next to you, but if that's what it takes to get us out of here, Niall will be happy no matter what.
Yeah, okay. So I always struggle with decisions that I know are going to have a big impact on the whole group, but at the same time, we're standing in a nuclear reactor, and I have 1 HP left.
Yeah.
Shit.
So
Is there any
I'm
way?
just gonna let go
Okay.
of the spear and say quietly, feast.
Okay.
But is there any way? Since we're not exactly in combat, that I can cast a heal spell on
I'll let you do that.
Sharon?
Like
Okay,
while
all
that,
Especially when she's bleeding out the
while
eyeballs.
while that cannon was being fired, yeah, you definitely had enough time to give
Okay.
her a heal spell.
I am
God.
going to upcast Cure Wounds to a level 3. So that would be 3d8 then?
A level 3 for cure wounds would be 48.
48. Okay, all right, 48.
Oh no, it'd be 3d8. It would be 3d8. 3d8. You're right, because it's
Okay.
an extra d8 for every spell above first.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's gonna be oh, those rolls suck, Slew Water. And I add my spellcasting modifier once.
Yes, you add it to the roll.
Okay, this is horrible. All of that, and I only can give you 11 hit points back.
Well, that's 11 times more HP than I had. So
Yeah.
All right.
You
So
know, I mean,
as you
it
say-
could have been a lot. But...
As you let go of Agrin, you say feast. Everybody hears this deep, hungry growl happen as this dark green wisp rips from where Charon is at and forms into this enormous spider-like demon as it opens its mouth and begins to like just draw in the wayward souls that are in this blast, as you can hear them screaming in agony as they're being pulled into the maw of this creature. Can I get Constitution saving throws from everybody?
I did roll mine earlier when you asked for it, and it was a Nat Kraken.
A what?
A Nat Kraken.
Okay.
But you will I'm assuming we hear the screams and all that stuff, correct?
Oh, it's very audible.
Yeah, you're gonna hear Grim yell no at the top of his lungs, arm outstretched towards this happening right now, and he does not look pleased.
I rolled
Okay.
a nat 1, but I have
no.
halfling luck, so I get to re-roll.
Thank God.
Yeah, and that is a 19.
Charon.
18.
Callie. You're muted.
Dirty 20.
And Niall.
21.
So, as this happens, this creature begins to consume all of these souls. The necrotic energy is pulled from the room into it, and only a blast of radiant energy ripples out towards everyone. Those of you who saved, who are Grim, Callie, and Niall, you are going to take 50 hit points of damage. Radiant.
Half that.
No, that is halved.
Oh, Jesus.
Alora and Charon, you are going to take 100 points of radiant damage.
What's an insta-kill?
If it goes over double your... If you go into the negatives and it's double your current HP.
It's HP.
Your maximum
Okay.
HP.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
so, and we had the temp hit points. Okay,
yeah.
and you said I'm taking 100?
100 points of radiant damage.
100 even.
100 even.
We did have 10 extra HP. Crap, that just saved my ass. Oh, thank God.
That was
I was going down otherwise.
4 damage away from instantly killing me. If Alora did not hit me with that cure wounds, I'd have been vaporized.
You would have been toast.
Okay, and if our negative is how much?
Has to be double what your HP is. So for you,
I'm okay. I'm down, but I'm
yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
insta
it's
killed.
62. So times 2, that's yeah. You're
You would
okay
have
right
to be
now.
over
Well,
62 into the negative.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
not. But the extra 10 hit points wasn't a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was great.
That might have saved us, actually,
And
for a lot of us.
as Agvrin feeds on the final soul from this burst, it gives a very satisfied groan as it turns into that wisp again and flies and once again rejoins Charon. And that is where we are ending for this week.
And Grim, you're not down, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the three of us were still good because I didn't hear Callistra was down.
Nope. I've got a lot of hit points for a rogue. It just hurt.
Yep. Look at
Yeah, I'm
look on
still
the
looking
look
pretty
on the
good.
bright side. Agvrin negated the 100 points of necrotic damage you would have taken on top of that. Oh,
Damn.
but yeah,
So
what's up?
in the last 20 minutes of this session, I took 197 damage.
Yep.
Oh my.
My everything.
I'm gonna be bleeding out of my mouth for a while.
You're just going to be in a full body cast for a couple days.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't played a character with decent HP in a while, so I'm just like, hey, I'm doing pretty good right now.
I'll let
I think
you
Ash was the
know.
last massive HP character.
I'll let you know that this
Yeah.
this forge was the repurposed soul forge from season 1 of Withered Wastes.
Goddamn.
Oh.
Oh.
Because if you remember, that blew up.
Yep.
Yeah.
The floating castle that you guys had blew up.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's why the core was singed and had broken lettering and whatnot not on it. But yeah, so that is going to do it for us tonight. We all almost caused a TPK. But this is not the only show that we do. Coming up here on this Saturday, starting at noon, we will have the Downfall of Propriety, which is a D&D mini adventure, Bridgerton inspired, that is run by Malls. Later on in the evening, we will have the return of the City of Redemption, which is our Daggerheart game. Coming up on Monday, we have another episode of Destiny Forged, which is our longest running campaign here, or longest running show, I should say, here on the channel. We are currently in our 4th campaign. Coming up on Tuesday, we're going to have another episode of Star Wars Tales of the Outer Rim, which is a Star Wars game run by Tiltbot. And then coming up next Thursday is going to be another episode of Mass Effect Horizons, which is the alternating show here that we do on Thursdays. It is a Mass Effect 5th edition mod that is run by Zorro. And then closing out next week, we will have Withered Wastes, which is another 5th edition game that I run on Saturday, followed by the for sure return of Vigilant 6, which is our superhero game. But for now, we are going to head on out. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning on in, and we will catch you later.